Well, happy Sunday to everyone here within the sound of my voice. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Hopefully, you've had a restful, relaxing weekend. Wishing that for everyone within the sound of my voice. Hope you all are having a good day today. It is a strawberry Sunday. And y'all know how we do on these Sundays. We like to reflect on our good friend that we don't know, Shirley Strawberry. We're going to do that today. And today I have a particular question. As we listen to this particular call that we're going to listen to, my question is, if you read the description, when is enough enough? I think I can say that we all have been in relationships that have lasted entirely too long. Hopefully, you know, I'm not, speaking for just me. I know I have been in some relationships that lasted for a few years that honestly should have lasted for a few weeks. And I think that Shirley Strawberry is also in that group when we listen to what she's gone through with Ernesto Nasty Williams. So let's talk about it. I mean, let's have a real life grown up conversation about it. Relationships that go on too long. We see the red flags, but we ignore them. Shirley Strawberry is not the only one to do that. I've done it. I'm pretty sure some of my people here in the chat have done it. But let's talk about why we do it. What is it that we see in this person that when it's all over with, we see it, but while we're in it, we don't. What is it about these people that keep us holding on to hope that it will originally that it will hopefully work out? So that's what we're talking about today. So let's get into it. Myretta says enough is different for each person. True enough. True that. But what is it that keeps you, that keeps those people holding on? What was it about? And you're right, Myretta, to your point, I think we're all motivated in relationships to hold on to them for different reasons. Sometimes it's abandonment issues. Sometimes, like in my case, I think it was just seeing potential in the person, seeing potential in a relationship, you know? So today I know I haven't I haven't done this in a while, but I will drop the link once we get through the call because I want to hear from you all. I want to know what is it that, if you want to discuss what you saw and what was it that took the blinders off when people were telling you that this person isn't good for you, or did you discover it on your own? Or or like Ernesto said, was somebody in your ear? Did somebody in your ear? Did you have a Debbie in your life that was in your ear? Or did you just, wake up and discover it on your own? So I really do want to get into this because Mata said maybe she thought Nesto would turn good. Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, that didn't happen, but it could be. It could be. But outside of Shirley, let's discuss within our own selves, like within our own inner person, because I know it's easy for us to sit here and go over Shirley's blind spots and talk about what Shirley should have done, but I think we're all guilty of it, though. Am I wrong? Um, Myretta says my enough was the day my ex-husband had the nerve to tell me I wouldn't be nothing without him. I like it. I mean, I don't like that he said that, but I like that that registered with you that that's not something that should have been said to you. So let's talk about it. I'm going to kind of save your comments over here so that way we can kind of read them all in context of what we're talking about. Ms. Kim said I was tired of stressing myself out and doubting my self-worth. Absolutely. That is a great thing to do. So keep the comments coming. I'm going to save them. That way I don't have to worry about losing them in the mix. Miss Fine one says, I'm not in agreement with potential for adults. Children have potential to develop and become anything they choose. Grown folks should be grown, period. Okay. But Miss Fine one, outside of that, and I get what you're saying, but I think when I say potential, I'm looking at potential in relationship. You know what I'm saying? Where you see a future with this person, a potential good thing happening. A potential for a lifelong marriage, a lifelong relationship, the potential for those things, not necessarily the potential for them to be like a rapper or you know what I'm saying, or to get into their whatever their dream job is, or that those types of things are different type of potential. I think I'm referring more to the potential in seeing that this person could be a good mate for you, you know. So but I get it. I totally understand what you're saying. If the mixtape ain't came out by the time they're 35, it probably ain't gonna happen. So, so I get it. Now, that being said, so now we know what our agenda is, we know where we're going, we know the direction of our conversation. Let's see who is here today on this Sunday afternoon. First up, I got Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is here. Southside Chi-Town is here and says driving, hey, native and tribe. Miss Fine One says she is present. Hello, Miss Fine One. April B is here, says good afternoon, tribe. As flames in the chat. Myretta says, my brother native and family. Well, hello, Myretta. How are you? My tie is here. My tie has flames in the chat. Sherry Berry is he, and Sherry Berry has flames in the chat. I got Tam Tam in the building. Tam Tam is here, and Tam Tam has said, hey, native and tribe. Justin's mom is here. Hello, Justin's mom. How are you? I got Rainbow in here saying hello to everyone. Cross Country Cruise Her says, hi, all. Please like and subscribe. I know she didn't say subscribe, but just I was just throwing that in there. Shelly C is here, and Shelly C has flames in the chat. We got flames in the chat. Thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. Kind and Fun is here and says, hi, native and tribe. Happy Sunday. Well, happy Sunday to you. Kind and Fun. That was kind of you to say that, and let's have some fun today. Queen Black said, what's up, native and tribe? Bam. I got Ms. CJ Harmony is in the building with a lovely bouquet of flowers as her avatar. Hello, everyone, is what she says. Well, hello to you, Miss CJ Harmony. Hope you're having a good day. Glass half full says, happy Sunday, all. I caught a live. Woohoo! I'm so glad that you are here to catch this live. Glass half full. Leo Lady 251 says, good afternoon, my Gulf Coast brother. How are you doing, Leo Lady 251, representing Alabama down here on the Gulf Coast? Mimi says, hey, and has flames in the chat. Hello, Mimi. Hope everything is going well for you. Denise Marie is here and says, hey, y'all. Hey, native. I'll do it on Monday is here and says, happy Sunday, native in chat. How are you? Kimmy K. It is Sunday, Kimmy K. Hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon. I got my hero, Black But Not Bitter, is here. Hello, Black But Not Bitter, always with the sage words of wisdom in the chat. Kenna 14 is here. Hello, Kenna 14. Miss Kim is here. Hello, Miss Kim. Virgo Cali, so glad that you are here, Virgo Cali. Hope everything is going well for you on this Sunday in December. How's the weather, Virgo Cali? I'm just wondering how it's looking out there for you. Over here, it's a little overcast. It's okay. It's all right. The sun could come out any minute in Atlanta. So, not really worried about that. But how's the weather out there? Jackson Tabasco is here. It says, welcome, beautiful people. Well, welcome, beautiful Jackson Tabasco. Jackson Tabasco is a part of the notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad, handling everything behind the scenes. How are you doing, Jackson Tabasco? Hope you're doing well. The Real VB, Law and Order Certified, is here. So that means that there will be some sage jokes told in the chat. Look out for the Real VB. She is hilarious. DC Lively is here, and DC Lively says, "Hi, everyone." Who else we got in here? We got Bridget Weaver Hicks, looking like she ready to handle some business in this picture. She says, "Happy Sunday." I got Summer Child here. Hello, Summer Child. She says, "Hi, everyone." Rossi is here. She says, "Hi, all here listening in the bushes while I do some straightening." Well, get your straightening done, Rossi. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. At least you being productive. Unlike some people that's locked up in the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility. I ain't gonna say no names, but it rhyme with pesto. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't, that's all. It rhyme with pesto. If you need another clue, it rhymes with lastly, because they say he's nasty. So that's just the clue. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but at least you being productive, Rossi, on this Sunday. I got Salt and Pepper Tresses is here. She says, "Hey, Native in chat, happy Sunday." Well, happy Sunday to you. Oh my goodness, it is Miss HLS. Hello, Miss HLS. Hope you're doing okay today on this Sunday. Thank you for dropping through to hang out with the tribe. We are talking about Shirley Strawberry and her husband, and when is enough enough? When have you had enough? When do you walk away from the clowns? When do you leave the circus and let the circus have the clowns? When does that happen? At what point? Coffee is Brewing is here. Hello, Coffee is Brewing. How are you doing today? I got Trust in My Destiny is here. Hello, Trust in My Destiny. How are you doing on this Sunday? Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I got Santa's RN is in here. Santa's RN 23 says, "Hello, Native Tribe family. Happy Sunday, everyone. How are you doing?" Sanders RN, thank you so much for being here. Golden Pearl is here. Hello, Golden Pearl. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. And not only is Golden Pearl here, but also clutching my pearls. We got all kind of pearls in here. We got pearls being clutched. We got golden pearls. We got all kind of pearls. We got pearls of wisdom. We got all kind of pearls. Clutching My Pearl says, "Happy Sunday, everyone listening in the background. I'm deep cleaning my stove." I love the fact that y'all are being productive on this Sunday. Get that stove clean. Christmas is coming up. The end of the year is coming up. Get that stove clean because we got some black eyed peas to cook for New Year's. We got some Christmas dinner to cook. We got some cooking to do. And Clutching My Pearls is deep cleaning that stove. I hear you. Do your thing. Clutching My Pearls. Thank you for being here. Music in My Heart is here. It says, "Hey, Native and Tribers, how are you?" DC Lively says, "I'm here early for the warm up." Oh my goodness. Are we warming up today, y'all? Is that what we're doing? We doing that? Y'all let me know if we're doing that. If we're doing that, we're doing that. But let me know. Talks with TK is here and says, "Happy Sunday, Tribe. Obsessed with the Mess." Got flames in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Obsessed with the Mess. Minding Business is here and says, "Greetings." Peppermint Patty has made it through and says, "Hey, everybody." I got Kim F, and she says, hey, Butterfly Kim F. Miss Fine One says that, "Native, I really hope you talk about the way Sonya looked in the recent interview." Wow. Yeah, so about that. Honestly, if I could be completely honest with you, Miss Fine One, let me tell you. When I looked at Sonya, that recent interview, it inspired this conversation that we're having today. It wasn't even necessarily Shirley that inspired this. When do you walk away? It's Sonya. Because when I looked at her looking like death, warmed over, when I looked at her and them cheeks drawn in, and she looked like at any minute she could fall out, I thought about the fact that why is she doing this? She's doing this because of Ernesto. She is willing to literally lay down her life for Ernesto. She's losing sleep. You see them bags on the highs, Miss Fine One? Did you see them? You can't miss them. She's losing sleep behind Ernesto. Think about it. Not a doctor, not a lawyer, not a business person who's out here making making money and employing people, not a serial giver, somebody who's opening up 401k, not 401k, opening up nonprofits and helping people. Not no 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 not anyone like that. She's losing sleep. She's lost even more weight. Her face is sunken in. She looks terrible. Behind Ernesto? You can't tell me that Tomas, you can't tell me that Trisha, um, Quentin, anybody that's close to her hasn't told her you look bad. You can't tell me that nobody around her has said that, what are you doing with your life right now? She's chosen to ignore all of those people around her, Miss Fine One, in order to look like this for the cause of Nesto. If Sonya, if God forbid, something happened to Sonya tomorrow, and we woke up and found out that something tragic had happened to Sonya, I don't think any one of us would be surprised. What would be surprising to me is that she allowed a man to cost her her life because she was willing to sacrifice herself for him. So, Miss Fine One, it's funny that you bring this up because I was really going to talk about when do you walk away from a person like Nesto who means you no good, who means no one any good, and who is obviously costing you your health and your life. That's what caused that comment. I wasn't necessarily going to talk about the fact that she looked like um she just hatched. Y'all ever see Jurassic Park when they just hatched the dinosaurs? And that's what she looked like on that interview. I wasn't gonna talk about that. That was not what I was gonna talk about, but she did inspire this conversation. So great question. Great question. Ms. Mad About Music is here, and Ms. Mad About Music has flames in the chat. Um Tracy says hi, Native. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Jeanette Lou is here, says happy Sunday, Fun Day, Native and Tribe from Cali. How's the weather out there, Jeanette Lou? How's everything going? Glad that you stopped in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, let's talk about it all. Says, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I do appreciate your support. 50, fit, and fab. Okay, I ain't mad at none of that. Next year, I'm gonna be next year 49. I'm almost there. She says, good morning from sunny San Diego. I finally caught a live. Yes, you did. And you can catch this live every Sunday at 1:30. We do not vary from the time. We start on time, 1:30 Eastern time. I think that's like 5 o'clock in the morning over there. I don't know time zones. I'm just saying, I know it's early in California. Okay. 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time it is over there. Okay. But yes, it is every Sunday at 1:30. You can catch this live. So glad that you caught this one. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, hey, let's talk about it all. Sonya looks like Skeletor. Yeah, if you all are not familiar with He-Man, if you all are not familiar with Skeletor, please look it up. And not only in the face, now, hey, let's talk about it all. You got to admit now, Skeletor was kind of built for a guy with a skeleton for a face. He was working out. Okay, so only from the neck up did she look like Skeletor. But very good observation. I ain't mad at that. Texas Toy says, happy Sunday, Tribe. Hello, Texas Toy. Hope everyone is good. Miss Fine One says, I love the black heart, such black love in here. Absolutely. It's nothing but. Make no mistake, you're going to have a hard time finding any place on these YouTube streets with more black love than the Native Tribe Urban Media Show. Trust me. Love some black. Love everybody. Don't get me wrong. Love everybody. I got it's a special place in my heart. I ain't gonna lie. So yes, Miss Black Love, that is Miss Fine One. That is what you will find here. Black love. I ain't gonna lie. Virtuous Center is here, says, hey, Native in chat. I'm binge watching The Affair today. Good for you. Get your binge watch on. Major's wife says, hey, Native and Tribe, am I late? Of course not, Major's wife. Still welcome everybody into the room. Absolutely. Oh, the paparazzi's here and says, meet me at the furnace where I'll be taking pictures and doing interviews. Whoever cuts up in the most in the chat will get their picture in our new publication, Mush Mouth News. Nesto's on the cover. All right. In case you all are not familiar with what the paparazzi is referring to, if you cut up too much, and I don't really like doing this, y'all. I don't like it, not one little bit. Okay. But in case you cut up entirely too much, this is where you go. And apparently, the paparazzi is volunteering to take pictures at the furnace. So, if you happen to be there, then yeah, then that's what happens. You do have an opportunity to get your photos taken at the furnace. So there's that. Miss Boogie Down is here and says, "Good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Good afternoon, Miss Boogie Down. So glad that you could come in and hang out with us." Kimmy K said, "What interview?" Kimmy K, your girl Sonya did another interview, and she did it over at Young Thug's Daddy. Which, look, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into it like that, so I didn't know Young Thug Daddy like had a podcast, but I found out. Apparently, Kimmy K, it's called the Big Jeff. Am I right about this, y'all? The Big Jeff Show, or Big Jeff is his name, or something like that. And apparently, he's a mush mouth like Nesto, and Sylvia kind of like hooked up this interview with Sonya. Yeah, Kimmy K, this happened, and she looks, she doesn't look very well. Let's just say that, Kimmy K. So that's the interview that we are referencing, with her looking like, as Let's Talk About It All said, death warmed over. She does not look good at all. At all. Yeah, Justin's mom. Yeah, she was on Young Thug's Dad podcast with Infamous Silverback. It was a mess. Infamous Sylvia looked like a burglar. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Did I get everybody? Of course not. Yes, aka Abuleta. She looks older than my mother, and she's almost 82. No lie, she looks terrible. Yeah, no, she does. She looks awful. She does. She does. Texas Toy, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like when they were showing the dinosaurs hatching on Jurassic, it looked like Sonya just hatched out of one of the damn dinosaur eggs. Texas Toy. Now you know what I'm talking about. Now you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you seen her, and I know you seen Jurassic Park. I'm just saying, put the two things together, and that's what she looked like. Okay. Chi-Town CPA says, "Hey, Native, you have made my Sunday." I'm so glad I could, Chi-Town CPA. It is Sunday. This is our Strawberry Sunday, and we are going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about it all. Okay. Simply Me says, "I wouldn't even walk towards someone like Nesto to have to walk away." Right. But it happens though. You know what I mean? Simply Me, like, I get it, but it happens. And when it happens, sometimes people stay in these relationships, marriages, everything entirely too long. And I think we know, we all know somebody. I know I do. My sister was in a situation like that where it really should have been a couple years at the most. Ended up being 18 years of misery. Life is too short, y'all. Life is too short. But yet we do these things. We do. And we're all guilty of it. So, Shirley Strawberry is in this because of who she is, her proximity to Steve Harvey. But if we really wanted to be completely honest with ourselves, we all know somebody, or we have been in a relationship entirely too long. So when is enough? Enough, But yes, I get it. If Nesto walked towards you, yes, please walk away. Walk fast to get away from him. Absolutely. B Ann is here and says, "Good afternoon, everyone." Good. Native Tribe. Hello, B Ann. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. It is Sunday. I got Reef and Muff's mom is here. She says, "Good Sunday afternoon, Native and Tribe." The woman he chose is here. Hello, woman he chose. Good afternoon, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Um, let's see. Did I get everybody? Is that everybody? Simply me ask a very I don't know if this is redundant or not, because we all know the answer is simply me. Um what answer comes to mind, simply me? I mean, come on now, it's Sonya we talking about, of course, of course. It was on Young Thug's dad has a podcast. I did not know this, okay? Sonya went on said podcast with Slorilla, okay? And yeah, they did an interview about uh how Nesto is Edison or whatever he is, that whole thing. Same talking points. She ain't say nothing new, you know. But to me, and you all can tell me if you all agree or not. But to me, it seems like what has actually happened is Sean Hoover and his team have sat down with Ernesto and probably, maybe, possibly, they included Sonya into the interview or into the conversation. And they probably have told her that we are going to have a hard time winning this case. We cannot get the truth out of him to be able to properly investigate. The evidence that is being presented to us in discovery is overwhelming, and it don't look good. I'm just my honest. I really do think that this is what actually has happened behind the scenes. Because if you think about the timing of it, we got trial coming up in January, right? We got stuff is in motion, and discovery is being presented. So to me, it just seems like what Sonya did by going on this show and trying to promote his innocence again is again her being desperate. She looked desperate. She looked depleted. She looked like literally death warmed over. She does not look well. And it just looks like she spent a lot of time crying. It looks like she spent a lot of time like just being sad and just being depressed, not eating, all of these things, because even though she was already only 90 something pounds, she looks like she could possibly be 70 some odd pounds. She looks terrible. So I really do think that that's what is happening with her. And yeah, yeah, definitely check out Miss Fine when you write. Go to Lady T Bug, my fellow Floridian and content creator. If you can find Lady T Bug's channel, absolutely go check out Lady T Bug. She actually did show the interview. Check her out. I would rather you give her the view than to give Young Thug's dad the view. Go check out what she, her take on that. It was really good. So but yeah, but I think that's what it is. Um Right. Them folks that always say she looks rough, but she looked rough on that one. Yeah, she does. She looks bad, y'all. Like it is it's bad. It is bad. Petty Patty said Sonya thinks what worked for YSL will work for Nesto, and it won't because nobody cares about Nesto, not even his kids. Them people on the podcast didn't even know who she was. Like they was like, who is Nesto? Who is this? Like they don't know anything about it. It's not as big as they want it to. They want to make it seem like it is. Sonya lied on the entire interview. The panel didn't even research Nesto prior to her coming on. The continuance of misinformation at its finest. Correct. Correct. You know. Um, Trust in My Destiny says the topic not only applies to relationships, some don't know when it's time to leave a job. Right. Right. And I think like so to your point, Trust in My Destiny, I think we struggle with change. We struggle with, if I leave this job, will I be able to find another job that can compensate me the way this job does? Well, in relationship, if I leave this love, will I find another love that can compensate me the way this one does? Um, People stay in relationship with jobs, with people, with a lot of different things for a lot of different reasons. And a lot of times fear is the main motivation for us to stay in bad situations. If we're being completely honest about it, if we're having an adult grown up conversation about it, like let's be real, we stay in a lot of these situations because we fear the change. We fear that we're not going to be able to, even though, we have to have a certain amount of self-confidence in these things, especially when we're talking about jobs, right? we have to be able to realize that, hey, if I can be like completely blunt, I'm the ish. Okay. These people should be happy to have me here. And if you don't feel appreciated and you the ish, you can go find you something else where you will be appreciated and will be compensated accordingly. So I think fear keeps us in a lot of these situations, you know. Um, so good point, Customer Destiny. Absolutely amazing point. With the super chat, the one and the only Stripper Baby. Stripper Baby's here, y'all. Stripper Baby is here, and just like a baby, just want some attention. All right, Stripper Baby, I got you. I got you. I appreciate you giving me some of your mama stripper money. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, Stripper Baby. Stripper Baby says she looked like that because I shit in her Alfredo. It's not a nice thing to do, Stripper Baby. Okay, it's not a nice thing to do. Okay, but thank you, Stripper Baby, for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Ray of Sun says Sonya had on that Muskrat Vest 92 edition. I can't with y'all. This is gonna be a furnace day, ain't it, y'all? This is gonna be a furnace day, right? This is gonna be a furnace day. I can tell. We're gonna have a bonfire at the furnace. Hope y'all brought y'all marshmallows. Thank you, Ray of Sun, for that observation. I'm not mad at it at all. Yes, absolutely. Salt and Pepper Trusted says she looks desperate, sickly, and haggard, repeating her same old talking points. Right? It's pointless at this point. At this point, it is pointless. DC Lively, you are right. We stick in a lot of these situations because with fear of being alone and judged. Yes, Golden Pearl, fear of the unknown. Think about it. If you took out that fear, think about what and I say we because trust me when I tell you I fall in the same category, right? If you take fear out of it, think about how much further along we could be. Along in relationship, along in career, along in just the things that we want to accomplish in life. If you took the fear out of it, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Native Tribe Urban Media has been in existence since 2020. Okay. Telling you all this, you're probably wondering, well, dang, Native, I ain't hear about you until 2024. It was that same fear of the unknown that Golden Pearl is referring to. Okay. And I'm being completely transparent with you all. I was afraid to do this, right? It was stepping out on faith that caused me to actually put my channel in motion. From 2020 to 2024 was just paralysis by analysis, to be completely honest with you. So, do I wish I would have done it sooner? Absolutely. But am I happy that I'm here now? Am I happy that I'm with you all, that you all have found me? I have found you all. Extremely grateful and extremely happy that it happened the way it happened. But I tell you all this, 2020 is when you can go on my YouTube page and there's a part where it tells you like channel was established. You'll see it says channel established 2020 is when I started this channel. But you just all heard of me in 2024 simply because of my fear of the unknown. So yes, Golden Pearl, you are absolutely correct. That is absolutely true. Yes. Jay Blake is here, and Jay Blake says, "Hey, Native and chat in the bushes." Miss Boogie Down, thank you so much for the super chat. Says for the stripper baby, I love that for her. So you, so you doing a super chat because you are elated with how the stripper baby took a shit in the Alfred. Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that. M Tate is here. Hello, M Tate says, love the content in the chat. I will be in the bushes, got schoolwork, but don't let us interrupt your schoolwork, M Tate. But thank you so much for being here. Muffin 218 is here with flames in the chat. The Honorable Leg Jury is here in the year of the brew. I moved to Georgia that year. Really? Interesting. Interesting. All right. Patty says, what's Sonya's excuse? Because she's not in experience and she's alone. Nesto has been in jail since 2022. I don't know. Like, I think that's the part that keeps us coming back, right? Is we're trying to figure her out and what motivates her. Because I don't know. I don't know what her excuse. She probably don't have an excuse, honestly. Chica is here and says, "Hey, native in chat." B Ann says, "My goal is to start a channel in 25. I should have started this year, but life circumstances have been the most challenging this year." I would absolutely encourage you to do it, B Ann. And when you do it, let me know so we can get you, we can promote you. We can, because I believe in sharing the love. I do not believe in gatekeeping. B Ann, if you start a channel, let me know so I can be a part of it. Let me know so I can direct people to be a part of it, and we will support you because that's how I got here. I'm still growing. I still got people that are supporting me. I got people that are discovering me. But I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. If it had not been for my friend V Lenore, I would not be here. V Lenore has been so generous with her time and with her platform with me that I can only pay it forward. So yes, Deanne, or anyone that starts a channel that feels like you want Native Tribe to be a part of it, then shoot, I'm there. I'm with you, Deanne. So I got you back in 2025. Just let me know. Just let me know. All right, and we'll work together. GC says, "Hi, Native. Hi, Tribe. It's my birthday. It's December. Happy birthday, GC. I wish I had a birthday thing I could play, but I don't. So the best I can do is say happy birthday, GC. Thank you so much for being here on your birthday. Everybody wish GC a happy birthday. Hope you get everything that you desire. And I hope that this next year coming up for you is joyous. And I hope that everything that you wish for becomes reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, GC. Wow. Birthday. Ms. Kim says, "I want to start a channel discussing books and fragrances, but don't know the first thing about editing videos." Ms. Kim, let me tell you, I know a lot about editing videos. That being said, I can tell you right now that the software that is coming out now is super, super user friendly. So if you run into any problems, Miss Kim, while you starting your channel, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you the best way I can because I know what that's like. Editing can be intimidating, but it's really simple when you break it down and look at it. So reach out to me when you get everything going, and I'm more than happy to walk you through some stuff and direct you to some stuff that you can some different things that you can use to help ease that editing process down for you. Okay, good luck on it, and I'm so proud of you for even taking that first step to start. So like I said, let me know how Native Tribe can help you get to where you want to go, and we'll work from there. Simply Me says, "I think it's Sonia's disability. I think she deals with married men or locked up men, so they won't see the severity of her health issues." Interesting point. I'm not mad at that. Interesting point. I never thought of that. That's very true. That could be very true. Absolutely. I had a member milestone that I passed by some kind of way. Let me see where it's at. Where is my member milestone? Because somebody has been a member for 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back to it real quick. Tam Tam. Knew I missed it. Hello, Tam. Tam has been a member for 3 months. Thank you for 3 months of continued support for this channel and the platform. I do appreciate you and helping me grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also got Leo Lady 251. Continued growth to you, my Gulf Coast brother. Thank you so much, Leo Lady, for being a continued supporter of the channel. I do appreciate you so much. All right. The Honorable Ledger says, "I need a story time channel." Yeah, I'm sure that would do great. Look, I'd be the first one. Like, as soon as you went live, I'd be the first one in your chat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. We got to say she maintained some type of control as the side hen. I can see that. I can definitely see that. But look, I got a call for y'all. It's not a very long call. We'll go through it. This is the call where Nesto tells Dre that he's going to divorce Shirley Strawberry. Now, this call is interesting, playing into what we're talking about, because what I want you all to pay attention to in this call is what all Nesto expects out of Shirley. And probably not out of just Shirley, but what Nesto expects out of a woman. Because, he is a misogynist. He does not respect women. He doesn't really like women. He thinks women are supposed to be his servants. And he's just supposed to sit back and either scam them or they just do everything he says. So when we listen to this call, I want you all to really just pay attention to like the way that he actually thinks about women, and then you'll see why I picked this particular topic for us to talk about. So, I tell you what, since it was requested that we warm up, how about we warm up? Let's get into a little warm up. We're gonna do this, okay? I'm gonna warm up, and then we're gonna talk about this call, and then we're gonna get into. I'm gonna drop the link after we get into the call, and we're gonna talk about it all. Hey, let's talk about it all. All right. Oh, allegedly in harmony. I ain't see you. I ain't see you allegedly. I ain't gonna skip you allegedly in Harmon. How you doing? How you doing? In Harmon is in the house. Allegedly in Harmon is in the house. Jennifer is also here. Hello, Jennifer. All right. Now, let's warm up. Me. You have to listen to me. Them folk. That part. Thank you. Bingo. Hello. Okay. I think we good. We good? I think we good. We good. Okay. All right. Zulu cool Lulu. Look, honorable lecture. I don't know what that is. I don't know what. Oh man. Okay, y'all. Miss Fama says, Native, you can make a baby giggle with your theatrics. Look, y'all tell me that the kids love it. Y'all tell me that the kids in the room they crack up. So I do it for the kids. Native love the kids. Miss Music in my heart. That's why I fuck with the crackers. If y'all were not here on Legacy Moons live on Friday night, we heard Nesto on the call when he was describing the jail. He said, "This is a much better jail. That's why I fuck with the crackers." That part. Yes, yeah. ATR only echo knows reminded me that I left out yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right, y'all. We are warmed up. We are warmed up. Absolutely. Absolutely, GC. You are more than welcome. Hope that you enjoy your birthday. I'm more than honored that you are spending your birthday listening to me and all of my shenanigans. But yes, we are going to, I don't even know them folks, Miss Kim. We are going to get into this call where Nesto tells Dre y'all hear this right? He is going to divorce Shirley Strawberry. Him. You get me, Justin? You get me? Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's listen. Let's see how he gonna divorce Shirley Strawberry.
This video contains one call between Nesto and Dre on June 17th, 2023. This was 2 days after the call with Shirley where Nesto gave her an ultimatum and she said she was sick of it. In this call, you will hear Nesto tell Dre that he's going to divorce Shirley when he gets out. He also seems unhappy that Shirley got the G-Wagon to begin with. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hello?
You get some rest, Flair?
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on, Ernie?
Oh, nothing. I'll call you back, finish our conversation, let you know I'm all right. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I ain't want nothing. I driven to you Happy Father's Day, and my brain done cool down. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good. I made my decision what I'm going to do, but yeah, I'm good. Yeah, thank you for that.
What you going to do?
He said he needed a chance for his brain to cool down. Why does Ernesto make thinking sound like it is so taxing? Like he makes thinking, like if you listen to the way he talks about whenever he has to think, like his head started hurting. Apparently his head started smoking and he needed it to cool down. Why does Nesto make thinking seem like it's so hard? Like like my brain had to cool down. What? Your brain had to cool down. Why does your brain? Anybody out here? Anybody? Anybody think so much that your brain got to cool down? Miss Fine One, do your brain? My brain doesn't cool down, right? Miss Fine One, do your brain ever heat up when you be Do your brain ever heat up? I'm just saying, because my brain don't heat up like that, you know. Like yes, Jay Blake, that's exactly what Ernesto looked like when he think too hard. His brain get hot like an overheated car, you know, like a Ford Fairlane that ain't got enough coolant in the radiator. It heat up, and then he got to wait for his brain to cool down. So now his brain didn't cool down. He could talk to Dre. Okay, all right. I mean, yeah. Miami Lady T said Nesto brain be on fire. That's what I'm saying. Why does he make thinking like all he's doing is thinking, y'all, and he got to wait for his brain to cool down. My brain to cool down, so now we can talk. We can talk. Red Sun said, "Only time I've heard something like that was when I taught kindergarten." It's right, exactly, and it's no coincidence that we talking about Nestor right here. So yeah, my brain to cool down. Trust in My Destiny said maybe his brain leaks fluid like his raggedy Ford truck. Right, exactly. Because yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that truck do have an oil leak that nobody can seem to get fixed for some reason. But yeah, no, you're right. Let's listen. Let's listen to the rest. Ms. HLS said one stupid thought burns it up. Yeah, look, this boy said my brain to cool down, so now I can talk. So trying to decode Nesto's phone calls, my brain does. Yeah, it does heat up. It does get a little hot. It's kind of hard. But now that his brain didn't cool down, y'all, let's listen to what else the hell he got to say.
Man, I'm getting out of the way, man. I'm getting out of the way.
What that mean?
That mean, man, I'm gonna wait till next week. See what these white folk gonna do, and then after that, finalize my decision. And I'm not finna be fooling with them. I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that. In my head,
you're not gonna be fooling with who?
Sir, I'm not that cry.
Oh.
No, cause see, listen, Dre. I heard what you said. That second phone call, I heard that part. But my mind is set on if I was in a wheelchair, I got hurt, whatever. If I can't do nothing, or I was blind to see, or if I was on a deathbed, you got to make these major motherfucking decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm in jail. I'm handicapped. That sounds like a little boy. That's fine. That's cool. But if I can't do nothing for myself, you need to keep the fuck in. She runs from that. I'll be 60 in a year and a half. That shit start breaking down after that.
She's running from what?
She's running from the decision she needs to be making. She's not a great decision maker.
So y'all know how much I disagree with Ernesto with most of the things he says, right? I think All of us rational thinking people do. However, in a rare moment on a Sunday, what's today? The 6th? No, today's the 8th. I'm sorry. Sunday, December 8th at 2:21. Y'all can write this down. Native agrees with Nesto. Nesto said she's not a great decision maker. Wow, the irony. She decided to marry your ass. And I must say, it has to be one of the worst decisions in the history of decisions. Because, y'all, this man come walking up to you. All right. Now, do y'all see my mouse? Okay, I want y'all to follow my mouth on the screen. If you're just listening, because I know I got some people that's doing some things, my mouse is on the screen and it's headed towards the kitchen area of the back of this man's head. What would cause you? Y'all see it, right? Y'all see my mouse? See my pointer? It's going in a circle. Okay. See that kitchen? You're right, Nesto. It was a bad decision to marry somebody that can't control their kitchen. Their kitchen is out of control with these kookaburras. You're right, Nesto. You are 1,000% right. It was a bad decision. She is not good at decision making because she decided that she wanted to be with somebody that can't control their own kitchen. In the back of the head, DC Lively, the buckshots. You right. You right. DC Lively, you right. Miss Fine One, yes, the naps. Miss HLS, Nap City. I heard that's what they call Indianapolis. But honestly and truly, I think Nesto got them beat because I don't think in Indianapolis they can find naps as defined and defiant as these buckshots in the back of this boy. Y'all see my mouse? Look at him, y'all. Look at him. You can see him for yourself. I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. The back of that boy head looked like a war zone. It looked like Chirac back there. Hell, it looked like Iraq back there. Iran, Syria, all of it is happening in the back of this boy head. You right, Nesto. You right. Let's hear him say it one more time. You right, Nesto. What was she not good at?
She runs from that. I'll be 60 in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That shit start breaking down after that.
Mm-hmm.
She's running from what?
She's running from the decision she needs to be making. She's
Mhm.
not a great decision maker.
She
She
is
running
not a great decision maker. 1,000% right. She married your dusty ass. She's not good at making decisions. Not only was the decision to marry you bad, okay, the decision to stay with your dusty ass is bad. Me and Nesto, y'all write it down because it ain't gonna happen that often. Me and Nesto agree. We agree. Lord have mercy. We agree. Ooh. What'd you say, Abuletta? In the words of my father, BB shots and spring back not thank you. Bad, bad, bad. Bad, bad, bad. ATR, only Echo No said Native has a mouthpiece according to Nesto, and that mouthpiece is always on that kitchen because look, ATR, only Echo knows. I know you cross seas, but see, over here in America, we fight against this type of thing, especially if you are a so-called barber. You are a so-called person that is so-called good at hair. See, we run from these things. See these things right here? These things right here in the back of that boy head. Yeah, we run from them. DC Lively says she let you destroy her credit was another bad decision too. All kind of bad decisions. Now we look, we are not short on Shirley making bad decisions. We are not short on that at all. Okay, let's look at it. And if we look at all the bad decisions that she's made, you know, realizing because she said it herself. I knew about your background. I knew what kind of person you are, but you still married. And after being arrested 3 times after marriage, made the decision to stay and try to reform this career criminal. That's the decision making that we're talking about. I mean, it just is. Trusting my destiny said now, Native wants us to be a secretary and write stuff down. Yeah, I do. I want you to make, I want you to, you can just make a little tick on your calendar, okay? Just make a little, you ain't got to write it all the way down. Just write, just on your calendar, remind yourself that on Sunday, December 8th at 2, right around 2:20, Native agreed with Nesto. Let's listen to some more and see if there's anything else I agree with that he says. I probably don't.
Those
What-
type of responsibilities.
What decisions she need to make?
You got to stick with me to the end. Stick with me to the fucking end. Jail or no jail, however this shit go. When I'm sitting here running your shit, you know what I'm saying, running, getting them crackers out of your ass, paying all them taxes and shit, I ain't run. You know what I'm saying? Have a nigga with a ring. You see what I'm saying? Because when you get married, them folks gonna get your money too.
So he's comparing, let's look at the comparison, okay? He's comparing tax issues with him facing RICO, CP charges, SA charges, grape charges. He thinks that they're the same. He thinks that his situation with him being incarcerated is the same as her situation where she owes some back taxes. Because according to him, they can come get his money too, which he ain't got no money. It's always funny to me when dudes be like, when dudes are super protective over money they don't have. When dudes say, yeah, they ain't finna come and get my money, and they don't have any money like Nesto do, because if he had money, his hair would have been faded better than this, and he would have had a beard trim. Yeah, so what money were they going to come get of yours, Nesto, that you would have ran? I'm just curious. Attitude and Tylenol, you called it out too. Attitude and Tylenol say you had no money for them to take. What money? What money, Nesto? I don't understand. I don't. And the idea that you're supposed to stick with me to the end, and then he said jail or no jail. Most people would say no jail. You see what I'm saying? Like no jail. Like this is not an option for jail to be a part of this, you know. And I think that it's very important to know the distinction between people who are harassed by the police, people that have been sentenced unfairly by the judicial system. I think it's important to draw that distinction between those people and Nesto. That's not what's happening with Nesto right now. When you have a Huey Newton, an Angela Davis, don't get it twisted. Those people were Geronimo Pratt. Like, let's call them out. You know, we can call out the names of people, black people who were profiled by the police, who were political prisoners, who you know, Mumia Abu Jamal, who's still facing life. I think his death sentence was commuted, but I think he's still in for life for a crime he didn't commit. We can call out the people who have been unfairly sentenced, unfairly picked out by the government, by the police. Those things exist in America. But let us be 1,000% positive and 1,000% sure Nesto is not a part of those people that I just named. Nesto is not a political prisoner. Nesto was not being profiled. Nesto was being investigated. There is a huge difference. Now, when you look at the family of those people who have been unfairly sentenced and who are facing time for crimes that they didn't commit, yes, they have family that's stuck by them because it's a different circumstance. Nesto wants us to believe, he wants Dre to believe, he wants anybody that will listen to believe that he is in the company of those people that I just named. It's an insult to those people. It's an insult to all of us who know the stories of those people that I just named. I mean, we're talking about Angela Davis, who basically Ronald Reagan was using her as an example. Okay. Put her up on a murder charge for something that she did not have anything to do with. You know, when we talk about the Panther Six, you know, Afeni Shakur, like we can name out the people that this does happen, but it's not happening to Ernesto, they say you nasty Williams. That's who it's not happening to. So we kind of have to know what we're talking about. The two things can be happening at the same time. There can be political prisoners, there can be judicial injustice, but there can also be people like Nesto who belong where he is and who will stay where he is by the time we get done with his trial. Attitude and Tylenol, thank you so much for the super chat. Attitude and Tylenol says, if Nasto was ever a victim of police brutality, I would never waste my good Crayola markers, thick poster boards, and my good premium gas to go protest on his behalf. Interesting comment, Attitude and Tylenol. I think that the this is the hard part. I understand what you're saying. However, we kind of got to, because if it happens to Ernesto, it could literally happen to me. And and we still have to be vigilant of those things. Now, would I be like in a hurry to protest on behalf of Ernesto? No. But it could have, we get, I get it. I do get it. And I think that what you're saying is absolutely hilarious, but but I think we still have to be hyper vigilant when it comes to that thing. But look, extra AF said no, we don't got to. I understand. Fortunately, here's the fortunate thing, right? The fortunate thing is that because he will be in for the rest of his natural life, we don't have to worry about Nesto being a victim of police brutality. I don't know what's going to happen to him when he go down the road, but I think that is funny, and I get what you're saying. And I'm not exactly mad at that Attitude and Tylenol, but or extra AF, I get it, but no, he doesn't extra AF. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Like not one redeeming quality. You're right. I got a super sticker from Bridget Weaver Hicks, and I thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much for supporting the tribe, supporting the channel, and in turn supporting me. Reefs and Muff's mom says some black dude named Native knows his political prisoner history, unlike Slonia. Right. You know what? And I think that it's important to know for reasons like this, where I don't think any of us wants to live in neighborhoods where violence is prevalent. I don't think any of us want to live next to people who have touched children. I don't think any of us want that, even if we're talking about black people, black men. Black men are unjustly targeted by the police. That is true. However, every black man that's arrested is not a victim of being targeted. We do have a history of political prisoners, people that are simply in prison because of their political views. That happens in America. We cannot paint every single black man that's in jail or in prison with that same brush simply because they're black. That can't happen, because I've been a victim of crimes committed by me. I was held up by gunpoint. When I was in Montgomery, Alabama, at Alabama State, I'm at a HBCU, and there was, I was robbed. Okay, they caught me slipping. They caught your boy slipping. Okay, and that crime was perpetrated by young black men. Now, if they caught those young black men and put them in jail for that crime of robbing me, are they political prisoners? Absolutely not. They're not. They're being punished for a crime that they committed. Now, are those sentences often unfair and often, unjust? Absolutely they are. But that's a different conversation than the conversation that Ernesto and Sonia try to have. So yes, we do have to be kind of like hyper vigilant, and we do have to kind of know the history of the way that these things work when it comes to the justice system in our community. So I think it's important. Yes, Miss HLS, they tried to take your boy out. They did. They tried it. Fortunately, it didn't end um, it didn't end um, the way that it could have ended, but it was kind of a dicey situation at that time. If you've ever been to Montgomery, Alabama, and been around Alabama State, you realize that, well, and honestly, in all fairness to Montgomery and Alabama State, I don't know what it's like now that we're talking about 94. 1994, I was there, and it was the two-lane projects were not too far away. Me and a friend of mine were walking back to campus. It was late at night, and we got caught slipping. And yeah, had that when that gun came out, man, it was like I thought it was over with. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was over with. But fortunately, we were able to make it out of that situation. So, I bring up that example as far as like crimes being perpetrated. Crime was perpetrated against me. I did call the police. They didn't do anything, but I did file that report. But if they had done something and they had gone to jail for that crime, then hey, they committed that crime. Them being black had nothing to do with it. So, so there's that attitude and Tylenol. I'm glad I'm still here too. And let me tell y'all a story about that. They so I don't know how the word got back. I was in Montgomery, but y'all know I'm from Pensacola, Florida. And the news got back some kind of way that there's something that happened to me, that I literally had been like taken out. And so my mom goes to church and everybody's like consoling her. And how people, I don't even know how I don't know how the story got back, but it got back in some kind of way. The people at the church was just like hugging my mom and crying. And, if there's anything that, we can do, just let us know. And my mom was like, what y'all talking about? Well, we heard about your son. And they're like, what you heard? And she was like, what you heard about my son? And they was like, we heard that he got shot and that he was, somebody said I got stabbed. It was all kind of stories flying around about what happened to me up there. And I just thought, so when I called my mom and she was telling me about it, I was like, I don't know where they got that from, but I'm glad everybody was nice to you. I appreciate everybody being nice to you and consoling you about me. Say says he swear up and down he was profiled because he black. How you profile your victims by scamming single black women? How about that? Exactly. He perpetrates crimes on predominantly and only, from what I understand, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, right? His crimes are against black people, yet he wants us, and Sonya wants us, to believe that he's being picked on because he's black. I think that's pretty rich, sir. Dr. Charles is here. It says, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Thank you, Dr. Charles, for being here. I do appreciate your presence. Ms. Fine One says, look at the greatness that we could have been robbed of today. Native, glad you were preserved. I'm glad I was preserved too. Look, that I don't care what people say, like that mess was scary, yo. Like, I mean, and I'd have been in some situations, but at the time it was 1994. I had just graduated from high school. Like, I hadn't been through that much at that point in my life to where someone pulling out a gun and sticking it in my face was like, something that I was just like, oh, okay. Nah, it was a very very scary thing. And I don't wish that on anybody. Nola Brown says, but he fucked with the crackers. That's what he said. That's that is what he said. Mata, she wasn't, because I had already talked to her. Like, so literally, I think it happened on a Friday night, and I called her afterwards, after it happened. So she knew I was okay. So she was super confused when she went like from Friday night to Sunday morning going into church, and these people are telling her all this stuff, and she was like, that ain't what happened. Like, I literally just talked to him. So nah, she wasn't on Penn. She knew I was okay. But it was just the idea that it was just the idea that people were just kind of like telling her that she was just kind of confused as to where they were getting that information from. So thank you so much for the super chat for Reefs and Muff's mom. Says for the next kidney punch for Nesto. Yes, indeed. He did get punched in the kidney while his fellow inmates were trying to wait for the damn phone. And he was in the middle of one of his Nestoisms. He was spitting some game, and he was like, yeah, see, they trying to get up in the car while you in the front seat, and it don't work like that. Okay, I'll be off in a minute. I'll be off. I'll be off in a minute. I'm sorry. I'll be off in a Give me one more minute. I'm sorry. That boy got punched to where he had to stutter. What Joe say? Stutter, stutter. Yeah, he had to stutter. Yeah. Yeah, sure did. Sure did. We heard it read from us, Mom. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate the support. Let's listen to a little bit more.
And he did that. That shit didn't scare me. I still got to stand my motherfucking ground. All the motherfuckers that you couldn't say no to, I said I did it for you, even to the end. So those right there, those are responsibilities you got to take. No matter what I do, however I do me, I'll make sure you're good. So it's called, you gonna die for me or you ain't. I done told this is the world. So everybody I meet, that's the first thing they bring up. So I wish I was sure that you die for me. Well, come on now, I don't stand my ground. So then before I got locked up, no nigga gonna spend no $200 grand on no goddamn no whip down for you to ride around here because this how you feeling. I don't know niggas like that. I just don't.
Spent $200,000 on a what?
Thank you,
On
Dre.
the whip down, the white thing that you pull up and saw. And I discussed it with my buddy before I started to make that decision.
Dre was like me in that moment. You spent on what? Like he said a whip down? Did he say allegedly in Harmon? He said a whip down? Was that's all right? A whip down. Okay. Miss Fine, when he got punched in the kidney on one of the calls, it was on my first. Was that my first? I'll do it on Monday. Go if you look on my page, look for that first. I'll do it on Monday, and we talked about that call where he got punched in the kidney, and he was talking to Sonya, Miss Fine One. If you ain't here, he was talking to her, giving one of his Nestoisms. And all of a sudden, it was a real particular stutter that happened on one of the words that he was saying. And I kind of pointed it out. And immediately after he stuttered, he turned to somebody and said, I'll be off in a minute. I'll be off in a minute. Just give me one more minute. So he got punked right in front of our ears. I mean, it was very prevalent. And we went over it a few times. So go check that out. It was kind of humiliating, but it happened. It's fine when it did. Us seniors need love too. Say, hey, Native and Tribers, just getting in from church. Happy Sunday. Glad that you could be here. Us seniors need love too. Hope you are doing well. Kingdom of Kush. Right. It was a phone check. It was a phone check, homie. Yeah, phone check, pump. Who's dying? Right, Jay Blake. Who died for him? I mean, Miss Fine One says, wow, the irony to say either you're gonna die for me or you're not, and Sonya actually looks like she's dying. It brings it full circle. So now, Miss Fine One, you see why we started the conversation the way we started it, because we started it this way because this is exactly what I'm talking about. He expects your dying loyalty, not just regular loyalty. You gotta die for Nesto. I mean, and like you said, that's what Sonya looks like. She is willing to sacrifice her life for this dude. And again, you can't tell me that Sydney, you can't tell me that that Thomas, because I refuse. Look, y'all, I'm putting foot down. I ain't calling the boy Tomas no more. His name is not Tomas. The boy name is Thomas. So you can't tell me that Thomas, Sydney, Quentin, anybody close to her, maybe even Yvette. I don't even know who Yvette is besides the lady that agree with everything she say. Even Yvette probably was like, Sonya, what you doing? But Sonya is pressing forward to show this dying loyalty. I'm willing to lay it all down for you. That's what Sonya's saying. So yes, the irony of that statement in this call is exactly where I was going to with this conversation. Exactly. Now, what the hell is a whip down? Sanders already said, down for you. You can't even pay rent. Right. Right. I, I just don't, I just don't get it. Allie B says, hey, everyone on vacation and late to the party. You're not late. You're here. Thank you so much for being here, Allie B. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. CJ says, technically, you didn't spend $200,000 on nothing. Gail Bickham spent $200,000 on a vehicle. She just didn't know it was going to Shirley and not her. Correct. Absolutely. Kimmy K said it sounded like he got the breath knocked out of him. Yes, Miss Fine, when you got to check it out. It is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Mata. He is a succubus, but what's the male version of the succubus called? Hold on, y'all. I got to do a quick little search. The male, what's a male succubus? Because they have this. I know the succubus is usually in female form. Let me see. What is a male succubus? A male succubus is called an incubus. Yeah. An incubus is a male demon in human form in folklore that seeks to have sexual intercourse with sleeping women. Corresponding spirit in a female form is called a succubus. So yes, it's an incubus. So that is what he is. No, Ms. HLS, I am calling him, I'm calling him Thomas. Yeah. Trust my destiny. Thank you. Yes. Incubus. Yep. Something. Yep. Y'all know better than I do. And you're right. And Ms. Kim said, and that's Nesto to a T. Right. Exactly. Yep. He is draining. He steals in the middle of the night. He is an incubus. Yes. Yep. Honorable leg jury says, yep, Nestos is a vampire. Yep. He does, my tie. He takes the life out of you. And I think that's the importance of having a strong support system. Look at the difference. Okay. Look at Shirley. Shirley went through this with Nesto and is thriving, right? She's thriving. She had that. Y'all remember that big ass bow she had on? Y'all remember she had that big ass bow? She's doing her thing. Look at Sonya. Even if you didn't see her on last night, even if you didn't see what she looked like, just look at the video visits from when she started all the way up to the latest ones. She looks terrible. So the incubus that he is has taken the life form out of her because she does not have a support system. Shirley had Steve Harvey Morning Show co-workers. She got Debbie. She has a support system. Now Nesto is trying to destroy that support system because that's what the incubus needs. The incubus needs for her to be alone. And Sonya is alone. Sonya don't have a support system. Sonya don't have nobody that really is around her to support her. She might have some people that she hangs out with, like Madison or maybe Yvette. I don't know who Yvette is, but maybe that's who that is. But they're not supportive in the way of you need a wake-up call. They don't do that for her. And because of that, because of the incubus nature of this man, this demon nature that's in him, look at what she looks like now. Drained. Miami Lady T said Bonitail looks bad. She does. She looks horrible. Dr. Charles said he did this to Shirley and then alienated her support system, right? But Debbie, some kind of way, snuck through, Dr. Charles. Debbie stuck through. Debbie managed to get through all of that and stuck with her friend. The Honorable Ledger says, Miss Shit was wrapped up like a gift from the Lord. That girl says Sonya has aged badly. 80% CMOS is here and says Sonya need a court-appointed guardian. So far, nobody is lying. Miss Butterfly says Sonya did the podcast with Young Thug Dad on 12/6, so 2 days ago. Okay, so not yesterday, but on Friday. Okay. Right, my tie. He has Sonya walking around here looking like Skeletor. Yeah, and can you imagine if Shirley didn't have the support that she had, what Shirley would be looking like? Around here not eating, losing weight, not sleeping, bags under the eyes. But see, Shirley got out, and Shirley had people around her. And even after the pain, that support system is so necessary so that you can move forward, heal. When you look at Sonya, you don't see no healing. That's the last thing that you see is healing. Summer Shaw said, Debbie said, not today, Satan. Right? Exactly. Let's listen to more of what all is required in order to be with Nesto. Just in case y'all are taking notes. Trust my destiny, say I'm telling y'all right stuff. Just in case y'all are taking notes on what it takes to be with Nesto, he about to tell you right here.
Because I didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway.
Was it her car or your car?
No, it was mine, but I gave it to her. I got it for her.
Did she want it?
Hell yeah, we rode around a whole fucking day discussing the shit, what need to happen. I can ask the whole 24 hours. Do you want this? Do you really want this? Yes. Bro, we done rode around the whole fucking city.
This is a rewindable moment, y'all. Let's see if we can catch the lie. All right. I want y'all to listen and see if you can catch the lie. Dre asked a question. Okay. Let's see if we can catch the lie. I want us to catch it together because I caught it. Did y'all catch it? Here we go. Watch this.
Was it her car or your car?
No, it was mine, but I gave it to her.
It was mine, but I gave it to her. Okay. Thank you, Mimi. Okay. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let's go shackle shuffle chain caught it. Okay. Thank you, Miss Fine One. Okay, so y'all are hearing what I'm hearing, right? Y'all are hearing what I'm hearing. Okay. One more time. In case y'all missed it. Here we go. Listen to what Dre asked and listen to his response to Dre's question.
I spend no $200,000 on no goddamn whip down for you to ride around here because this is how you feeling. I don't know niggas like that. I just don't.
Spent $200,000 on a what?
On a whip down, the
On a
white
whip down.
thing that you pull up and saw. And I discussed it with my buddy before I started to make that decision. Because I didn't want to do it. But I did it anyway.
Was it her car or your car?
No, it was mine, but I gave it to her. I got it for her.
Did she want it?
It was mine, but I gave it to her. Okay? It was mine, but I gave it to her.
Hell yeah, we rode around a whole fucking day discussing the shit, what need to happen. I can ask the whole 24 hours. Do you want this? Do you really want this? Yes. Bro, we done rode around the whole fucking city just to make sure she wanted that shit, because I didn't want to do it. But I did it anyway. So that's the type of shit I started.
So he's let's follow. If we follow his logic, he bought a car that was his, but then he gave it to her, and now he's complaining about buying the car for her because he didn't want to do it. Y'all hear the way he lies? With thank you, Ms. HLS, a whip down, right? Do y'all hear the way he lies like it is nothing? People like Nesto, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, people with like Nesto are scary. My mama always taught me to be afraid of people that can lie without even thinking about it. Without even thinking about it, he tells a lie. He don't care if it makes sense or not. It was mine, but I gave it to her. but I spent $200,000 and I thought about calling my partner because I didn't want to do it. Huh? Miss Kim, he sure did. He told 3 lies back to back. He sure did. He absolutely did. That girl, car for her, but his. Right. It was his car. He gave it to her, but now he's complaining he spent $200,000. If I'm Sean Hoover, this is the worst possible client that I could get in my whole tight suit life. A client that you cannot rely on to tell you the truth about what's going on so that you can properly defend them has to be. And if I have any lawyers in the house, just let me know, am I incorrect on this? It has to be the worst thing that you can have happen to you in your career trying to defend people. The way he just spit out, like that girl said, car for her, but his. The way that he's able to just spit out a lie like that is scary, y'all. It's scary. The way that he can do that without even thinking about it.
The blow, but it's
Okay, so you said the type stuff. So you saying what white thing you talking about? You talking about the one that you brought in my house?
No, the G.
Oh, the G-Wagon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the photo of the ghost. Okay.
No. I got all that too. You know, all that. Oh, I just want to ride in the back. I don't know no fools riding their fucking white riding in the background town wherever she go. I don't know niggas do that. You get your ass in the front seat and shut the fuck up. Those are, I know them motherfuckers down. But riding your ass.
It's Sonya. His character, y'all. Sonya, I know you're listening. I know you're a fan. She a fan, 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 she a fan. I know you're a fan of Native Tribe. Sonya, you want us to talk about this man's character? You want to know what kind of character he got? Check this out.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the photo of the ghost. Okay.
No. I got all that too. You know, all that. Oh, I just want to ride in the back. I don't know no fools riding their fucking white riding in the background town wherever she go. I don't know niggas do that. You get your ass in the front seat and shut the fuck up.
Hold on. Sonya. Character. Here we go.
I don't know no fools riding their fucking white riding in the background town wherever she go. I don't know niggas do that. You get your ass in the front seat and shut the fuck up. Those are, I know them motherfuckers down.
Those are the people he knows. That's the person that he is. Sonya, character. That's the character that you want us to see, right? Right? That's it, right? Right? Just saying. That's character, right? Is that the character, y'all, that she want us to you know, I don't go by the charges. I go by character first. Okay. All right. You go by character, do you? Well, let's just see what kind of character this ninja got one more time.
No. I got all that too. You know, all that. Oh, I just want to ride in the back. I don't know no fools riding their fucking white riding in the background town wherever she go. I don't know niggas do that. You get your ass in the front seat and shut the fuck up. Those are, I know them motherfuckers down. But
You know
riding
them
around, those sitting in the back. Come on, man. Come on. See, that would just blow me. I'm just, you know, you got all the tools. You got my best friend Dre gonna tell you everything you need to do. But I don't want us to send, man. I know how to do it. Call Dre, he do it. Just send Dre, he gonna have it. You ain't got to do all the technicalities and all that shit there. Then when I have a hoe to do it, first thing you say, what you got her around your for? See, that's that little girl shit. So what I'm saying to you is
so at her big age, Nesto views Shirley as a little girl because he's saying that if he were to get another woman to do what she's not doing, she would say, who is that? Why are they here? See, that's that little girl shit. That's that little girl shit. See, so he is telling us that in order to be grown, so you got to be grown around him. See, and being grown means taking all of what you all just heard him say. It's taking all of that without complaining, without asking, why are you doing this? Why are you treating me this way? Without doing all of that, without running. See, if you do, you little girl. So you're a little girl if you don't take his shit. your little girl. Yeah. DC Lively, you are 1,000% correct. Shirley is more of a woman than he was a man. Absolutely. Absolutely. The woman he chose said this ninja deserves everything he's getting and more. More. Mimi says this is the worst kind of husband. He has no respect for a woman, period. And Dre not checking his partner. Which, look, let me tell y'all something. If you know a dude that knows a Dre and that's their quote unquote bestie, be a little wary of this dude for real. Like, you don't want no dude to hang around dudes like this. Now, personally, do I know some people like this? I do. Are they my best friends? Absolutely not. Like, we know we don't have enough in common, you know. So be wary of dudes that hang out with dudes like this. With like Mimi says, Dre's not checking him at all. See, guys like Nesto hang around with guys that don't check them. Guys like Nesto need yes men around them in order to be able to survive. So if you know a dude that knows a dude that's like, because see, if I don't agree with something that somebody's telling me, I'm gonna be like, you know what, you might be wrong about that. You might be wrong. Clutching my pearls, he did say that. That's exactly what he said. He did. And seeing if you're not doing what you, and if you question him getting another hoe to do it, then that's little girl shit. That's what he said. So Sonya, we are listening to the character. You told us to judge his character. That's what you said to do. And that every Sunday that we have a Strawberry Sunday, we look at his character. Our Strawberry Sundays are not about Shirley Strawberry. Shirley Strawberry just happened to be married to this man for what, 9 years, almost 10 years. Just got a divorce from him. But what we do is we look at his character. We look at the character of the man that she married. As Nesto said, one of her worst decisions. She's not good at decision making. This is her worst one. And that's what we're listening to right now. So hopefully, Sonya, I know you're a fan. She's a fan. She a fan. She a fan. Yeah, I know she is. And hopefully you listening to us break down this man's character, listening to him out of his own mouth tell us who he is. Hopefully you're paying attention to that, Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III.
This here. Yeah, you're right. I'm down right now. And I pull up in that thing and all that. I did that, done that. Then did that, done that. That is something else. Now, I got to get on something else. So what I'm saying is this here. When you cried at me a month ago about Renee down, they laughing at you and they ain't shit. I tell you that when you're trying to invite them to the house and kick it. You see what I'm saying? You still looking for a friend. The hoes ain't your friend. None of them your friend. Now that you see that, you've been seeing it, but you're in denial. So what I supposed to do? Now I done ran everybody away. I ran your friend. You didn't have no friend before we got started. How you end up with me? Shit crazy. But I left it alone. I left it alone in the last conversation because I would have blowed. So it is what it is. Because I thought about it, and my partner say, it ain't her. It's them hoes in her ear. Them hoes. You're right. You got to drive motherfuckers sitting over there ain't doing but sucking up and getting fat. She sit here and said it on the phone herself. Y'all getting exercise? No, we just sound like getting fat.
His lack of comprehension of sarcasm is startling. Do you all remember the reference that he's referencing where Shirley said, "No, we're just sitting around getting fat"? He took that literally, y'all. It dropped into his brain as a literal statement. I think if we all were listening, and we're all pretty intelligent people, we heard Shirley Strawberry being very sarcastic in that moment. What y'all doing every day? Y'all getting out? Y'all excited? No, we just sitting around getting fat. He just repeated that as if it was actually what they were doing. Why is he so damn dumb, y'all? Why? I don't get it. Kingdom of Kush. Kingdom of Kush might have to go to the furnace. Kingdom of Kush says Sonya is out here looking like Sammy Davis Jr. Kingdom of Kush. Kingdom of Kush, you got to go to the furnace. I'm sorry. I thought about it. Like, I thought about it briefly, but can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kingdom of Kush. Yeah, I had to send you to the furnace. I'm sorry. You said, here's the thing, Kingdom of Kush. You're not wrong. That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm having a hard time pulling it back together. But had to send you to the furnace on that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Deanne says this call makes me sick, and it makes me sick too, Deanne, because of the boldness and just the idea that he is so entitled to have this, Now, granted, this man is a bigamist. He's not loyal to anybody. He cheated on Shirley Strawberry, who thought they were married. He was messing with Gail Bickham. He was messing with Sonya. He was messing with the what was it, 16, 19-year-old, the child. He was doing all, but yet he expects blind loyalty. When is enough, y'all? When is enough for a person like this, a narcissist who thinks that it should go his way or no way? When is enough? I'm just saying. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle has made it into now. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I got to talk to you, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, because I heard something about y'all. I heard y'all was on some MAGA stuff. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle got some splaining to do. Okay. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles got some splaining to do, so we might have to have a separate live for Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, see what the hell going on over there at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. But just we ain't gonna talk about it today. But just keep in mind, I got you on the radar, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Heard some things about y'all and some MAGA support going on out there in Cali. Trina 2 says, hello, Native in chat. Sammy comment pulled me out the bushes. Look, Sammy comment got Kingdom of Kush sent to the furnace. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. Caught me off guard. So we had to put Kingdom of Kush. And Kingdom of Kush, look, it's hot enough down there for you to light up some Kush. So just enjoy yourself while you're down there. Just, I'm pretty sure you won't be the only one that goes down there today, because I can tell y'all about to show out. SMW says, I'm happy for this couple. May they have the future that they deserve. I agree with you on that. Let's listen to some more.
So guess what they tell me? Y'all ain't doing a motherfucking thing. So it is what it is. My partner said what he said. It what he said. Are you there? You on the line? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, my partner said, this is what a gangster do. A gangster do such. Well, I had already getting the process on the way. It was already on the way. When I called, I said, hey, man, I was checking my phone. When they going to ride the truck all the way up from down south up here, they already made their way up here, sit up and everything at the baseball battery, waiting right now. Waiting, because they knew they were going to happen. So it is what it is. I'm going to let them, I'm going to make sure they're good. And I'm going to make sure they're good, but I'm going to go and do me.
They set up to do, they set up, the people at the baseball bat set up to do what?
For me to move in and everything, my leg on or whatever they're going to do next week for my bond, that's what we on. Yeah, I'm not going to be fooling around with the daughter and all that and playing. And I don't want to do all that. I can't.
So you saying you're going to get a divorce when you get out?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Once I get my check, here you go.
What you say? You say yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's.
And the reason why you're getting divorced is because of what now?
Because when a person tells me that they don't want to do certain things no more, and they tired of it, and this ain't none of them, then guess what that means? That means that your mind's already set. I just want you to tell me that. You don't have to make excuses to tell me, I'm not gonna let nobody pressure me. You already been pressured. You pressured yourself when you said, I don't want to do anything no more. You heard it for yourself. That's plain as day.
Now, tell me how this makes sense. Tell me how this makes sense, y'all. You pressured yourself when you said that you didn't want to do it anymore. You pressured yourself. You put pressure on yourself because you said that you didn't want to do it anymore. Okay. She said to him, I'm not going to let anybody pressure me into making a decision at that particular moment. Shirley Strawberry was saying that she didn't want to have him telling her to make a decision about where he wanted to live. And if Sonya was such just a no-brainer, like, oh, well, I already got somewhere to go. I got somebody from a leg monitor. Now, if that was the case, why were you on the phone with her at all? Why were you asking her to make the decision at all if you already had your plan in place? Dre is not buying anything he is telling him. Now, mind you, Dre is not like checking him and Dre is not telling him what's right. But you could tell by Dre's response, Dre's not buying any of this. You can just tell. Dre is exhausting. Dre is exhausted, right? And he sounds exhausted, right? It's complicated. You're right. Dre knows he's lying. You can hear it in his response, right? You can hear in his response that he is tired of listening to this. Like, he's exhausted. He know he lying. Dre heard the call. Dre said he put the phone down. Dre didn't. Dre heard the call. So Dre right now is just listening just to be listening. Like, he's not buying any of this. I give him credit for that. And you can tell by just how like, well, now, Ernie, you gonna divorce her for what now? He said, you gonna divorce her for what? What now? What's gonna be divorce for? Okay. Listen.
What that tell me, Dre? Tell me what that tell me.
It tells you that she's tired of the situation.
Okay, and that's right. So guess what? If you're tired, move on. Don't try.
I mean,
am I wrong?
Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing, what you're saying is, whatever I done, whatever I got myself off into, because I bought you a $200,000 car. If I get locked up, can I finish my conversation?
Let him finish.
So whatever I bought you, whatever you want to ride around in that I chose to get you, I did it because you're my wife. Yeah. So if anything happened to me, I get caught up. If I stay gone a year or 2 years, and the news media do this and they freeze these accounts, you supposed to ride with me till the wheels fall off. You don't supposed to get tight. Is that what I hear you saying?
I'm saying it's okay to get tired, but it don't tell you to give up. That's what the fuck I'm saying.
So you saying she don't supposed to give up?
No, she don't supposed to give up. No, she don't. No, she don't.
But didn't he give up the moment that he decided that he wanted to have relations? And I'm trying to be nice because it's Sunday. But didn't he give up on his marriage when he decided he wanted to have relations with other women? When he decided that instead of like trying to get a legit career or trying to get a legit job, that he wanted to scam people, steal from people, touch people inappropriately, theft by deceptive people. Didn't he make a decision, y'all, to give up at that moment? Because let's be completely honest and let's look at what Dre said. Dre worded it correctly. Dre said, no matter what you done got yourself in, what you got yourself in. Dre didn't say what Fonnie Willis, what Roswell, no. Dre said it correctly. Dre said what you got yourself in. No matter what that is, she's supposed to stick by you till the wheels fall off. And he said yes. Now, it makes no sense to me that I got to put up with your BS because you chose to buy me a car. And that's what Dre's trying to say. And Nesto has no real comeback for what Dre is saying, except for, yes, that's what he believes. I don't understand it. See, Salt and Pepper Trusses, I was trying not to go there, but Salt and Pepper Trusses said what I was trying to say in a nice way. The moment his peen became community property, he gave up. Right. Dr. Charles, yes, he cheated from day one of his marriage. Right. Correct. Right. Correct. But you're not supposed to give up on him, even though he's given up several times on Shirley. I know people wonder why we drag for these people all the time on our channels. I know people say, why do y'all talk about them so much? There's a lot that we can unpack from the misogyny, the narcissism, everything that we hear coming out of his mouth. There's a lot that we can learn about people and the type of people who are out here. The monsters amongst us, right? Nesto probably owns several suits. Monsters wear suits is what we get from these calls. Monsters own businesses or appear to own businesses. Monsters are not the raggedy, toothless, just evil looking walk around. No, monsters smile in our faces every day. Monsters say good morning to us every morning. Monsters help old women get groceries in their cars. See, this is what we learn from these calls for those people who say, why do y'all go on and on about Ernesto? Why do y'all go on and on about Sonia? It's because it teaches us about the monsters that are in the room. It teaches us how that we can't go by what our eyes see all the time, because our eyes can deceive us about who is and who isn't a monster. And that's why we talk about this as much as we do, because the discussion needs to be had about how to correctly identify the monsters. Because make no mistake about it, Ernesto is a monster. He can put on all the glasses he wants. He can quote misquote all the Bible that he wants. He can pretend, but see, that's the one thing that monsters all have in common, is that they have the ability to pretend. What we want to do, what I want to do, is to highlight how they pretend. Now, what we're hearing in this conversation is the monster revealing himself because the monster feels like he's in a safe space. He's in a space with somebody who understands who he is, but he's getting pushback on this call from his friend in this safe space. Let's listen to a little bit more of the pushback.
And if the roles were reversed, she was in there and you was out here, you'd be there by her side and be doing everything for her and be faithful too, is what I'm hearing you say.
I'm not going to tell you I'll be faithful. I'll tell you I'll be faithful.
I already know the answer to that.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Everything in my power to make sure you're comfortable. I know that for a fact. That I know.
And you have a place for her to stay when you get out.
Everything she needs. Every motherfucking.
And if them folks came to your job and came down to Nesto Buckhead and put you on the news and all that because what she did, you'll be okay with that.
I sure would. Because guess what? At the end of the day, that other shit ain't going to last for so long. But man, that shit going to last forever. For real. You didn't do me like that. Your ass still here. You're still here. You've been out of here for almost 30
I'm not talking about me right now. We're not talking about me.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I'm not talking about me. I'm cut different than her.
Okay. Well, guess what? Here's the thing. You should have been cut when I set my best friend down and told you what it is from the beginning. I'm good with that.
So it sounds like to me.
What it sound like?
because she said that she was tired. She's frustrated, whatever she's got going on. I didn't say that I wanted a divorce. We need to talk when you get out. Right now, I'm tired. Okay, so you giving up, you want a divorce because she ain't hanging in there the way that you want her to hang in there. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, first of
all the shit that she done been through.
Hold on. Not what she been through, me as well. We both.
What? Okay, let's get you. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right. So I got that.
Cause
I'm talking about what. I'm talking about what she been through.
And I guess what? I commend that. We're talking about me too, because she even said, "I'm surprised you hanging in this long." I said, "I'm built like that." I told her straight up in her fucking face. I'm built like that. I didn't sign up to give up no matter what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm gonna let
You
this
do
play, y'all, 'cause I want y'all
understand
to hear
that the situation that you're in is not her fault, right?
Didn't you hear me say that? Did I say that? I said that.
Right. She didn't have anything to do with that. She didn't pimp you. She didn't manipulate you. She didn't care. This is what you need to do to support. You did that because you want to do that. Whatever happened.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Right. So whatever's going on now, the news media and all that, she's being affected by that because of what's going on, what they think was going on with you.
Okay, I got that part.
Because she's next those Williams now. I don't think you understand what she's been going through.
I do understand. I got
you. Do? Those folks don't throw this woman a camp. These folks don't. These folks don't. Whatever it is that I don't know, they've been on the news. Her husband is on the news 7 days a week talking about this, talking about that. They got this going on. They got whether it's true or not. She see this. And she's still doing the best that she can do. And you saying that she not supposed to give up?
Okay, let me ask you a question. What you think? Let me hear what you got to say.
I'm listening to what you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear exactly what you're saying. I got it. But I'm wondering, do you? Well, I'm wondering, do you understand what she done been through too? This woman is a public figure. This ain't no hood rat out the parties and shit that you don't got on the bus to suck your dick. She's not a hood rat.
Hold on. What he did, Dre? What he did? Sonya, character, Sonya. This is character now. Notice that there is not a denial in this. What has he done before, Dre? With what now? Oh, let's talk about this one more time.
What you saying? I got it. But I'm wondering, do you? Well, I'm wondering, do you understand what she done been through too? This woman is a public figure. This ain't no hood rat out the parties and shit that you don't got on the bus to suck your dick. She's not a hood rat. It's not a hood rat because you don't went online and you don't scooped her up and she don't told your dream she had some problems. This woman got a career. She's a public figure that you went out for and you got. This woman's reputation don't been tarnished. I ain't gonna say ruined. If it probably wasn't for, here's the thing, if it wasn't for Steve Harvey, her being up under him, if she was working with any other white folks up under them, you know she would have been fired by now, right?
Okay.
You do know that, right?
Go ahead.
You do know that, right? If she was on any other establishment up under some white folks and not Steve Harvey, and they got wind of what was going on, Shirley would have been fired a long time ago. You know that, right? No white folks would have fired her ass.
Okay.
I believe that.
Okay.
I'm gonna disagree with Dre. I don't think Shirley did anything to be fired for. Ernesto is accused of a lot of things. Shirley was not accused of anything. So I'm gonna disagree with Dre where he says the white folks would have fired her. I also disagree with Dre because Dre, just so you know, Shirley doesn't work for Steve Harvey. Shirley works for iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio is white folks. So just so you know, she does work for white folks. The white folks did not fire her because she didn't do anything. Like, let's just be real about it. We're talking about this, and yeah, it did cause a little bit of a media stir, a little bit. But Shirley didn't do anything. Like, there was nothing that she did on the air. There's nothing that she did even off the air that would have caused her to be fired. Yeah, exactly. Trust My Destiny says I disagree as well. If she was fired, she could have sued. Right. iHeartRadio. But yeah, but Dr. Charles, I get it. But what did Shirley do? Like the morality clause doesn't extend to her husband, or I wouldn't think that it would. I mean, so what did Shirley do? We ain't talking about what did she do to get fired? Like where they would sit her down and be like, "Look, Shirley, we know your husband's a piece of trash. You're fired." Like, I mean, what did she do? You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, I'm disagreeing with Dre on the fact that she would have got fired because again, she does work for white folks, and the white folks did not fire her. She still has a job as of right now. She still works on the radio. So I don't see what she did. So a lady 747. Now you do bring up a good point here that she did some of her other voiceover things that she was doing. She got dropped from those things. True enough. That did happen. But and Dr. Charles, you're correct. You do have to be mindful of your associations. But again, I don't see where iHeartRadio would have sat Shirley down and been like, we don't want you to work for us anymore. Here's what I do think happened, Dr. Charles. I do think that there may have been some meetings that would have happened regarding the conversation that they would have about her husband on the radio. I do think that iHeartRadio would have had enough forward thinking to say, let's talk about how this will affect the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I do think that happened, but I don't think that there would have been a sit down where she would have been in danger of losing her job. So but again, I do believe that, like some of her speaking engagements were kind of her speaking engagements and things were kind of lost because of this, Extra AF said, yeah, they could have gotten a lawsuit to fire her over this mess. Yeah, she would have definitely had grounds to sue if they would have walked her in and said, you're fired because of Nesto. They say he nasty, so you fired. Like that wouldn't have been cool at all. Trust in My Destiny says the speaking gigs that were lost were probably due to CP charges, which is understandable. Absolutely. Lady T-Bug is in the house. Lady T-Bug, we were just talking about you and your coverage of the Sonya interview with Big Jeff. And look, I did direct them to your channel to check that out because you are the you are the expert on all the things that I'm not an expert in. So y'all go check out Lady T-Bug. But Lady T-Bug says if her husband cost my business to lose viewers and money, I wouldn't renew her contract. Correct. And she still works there. So at the end of the day, that's the thing. Dr. Charles says sometimes the public can accuse you of being guilty by association. That is true. However, the public's accusation should not affect my job. Like, look, I got some folks out there that aren't particularly happy with me and the way, I've done things, but my boss is like, that's just the way the public is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how that works. I don't feel like can you imagine if the public could determine whether or not you had a job? Like, oh my God, that would be awful. But no, I do think iHeartRadio did the right thing by keeping her on. I think that would have been tragic. Absolutely tragic. Yeah, Lady T-Bug said, yep, she's still there. Sorry, Shirley, you would have been a casualty. Yeah. But let me tell you, Lady T-Bug, the way I feel about it too is like, I feel like because radio is kind of dying in a lot of ways, like I think maybe we might be having a different conversation if this was the 90s or maybe the early 2000s. Radio was still a thing. But right now, I haven't listened to the radio in my car. I haven't listened to the radio anywhere in like, I don't know how long. Like it's been forever since I listened to the radio. So maybe we're having a different decision if radio wasn't where it is now as far as the popularity. You know what I mean? So so that could be the case too. Eerie Vibe says he does not care about that lady at all. It makes me angry. It makes me angry too, because I do feel like she could have done better. She deserved better, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, says Native. Where's Legacy Moon? I don't know where Legacy Moon is. Hopefully, Legacy Moon is getting some rest because Legacy Moon does all her things after dark. And sometimes I be wanting Legacy Moon just to get some rest, just because because them lives be long. So so hopefully Legacy Moon is resting. Hopefully she'll be able to get a show underway after we get off. Yes, Mimi, she was here. She actually was here. Trusting My Destiny says Shirley being a victim actually helped. You're right. You're right. You're 1,000% right. Let us hold on. Clutching my pearls. Georgia is an at-will state. They can terminate you without a reason. Not sure where our heart is located. You are correct. However, if they terminate you, they do have the right to do that. Okay. But if they terminate you for a reason that is unconstitutional, like they have the right. It's kind of like the thing where they say, like, you have the right to say whatever you want to say, but there are consequences. It's the same thing. Yes, Georgia is an at-will state. They can terminate you for any reason. However, if that reason falls within a certain category of things that you should not be fired for, then you still can get a lawsuit. Like it does happen, and I know this because I went through it at a job that I had at one time, and I learned a lot about what you can and cannot be fired for, and it's not as cut and dry as what I'm saying. Like they can still be. Thank you, Lady Two. Like the termination has to be in reason. Yeah, that's what I learned. I learned that yes, you can be, but if it's not within reason, then you can still be sued. So yes, interesting topic to talk about terminations and things like that. But I learned a lot. Y'all. It ain't as cut and dry as they make it seem. So
I'm not covering for her, but I'm in the middle. You have to look at things both ways. I'm not saying that I'm against my partner. I'm always ride with you till the wheel fall off because you did the same thing with me. But I just need you to understand what you're saying. What's meant for you gonna be for you. Okay. But you got to remember what you signed up for. You had to have this. I knew what type of guy you were before you met Shirley.
Okay.
When you want folks to adapt and say, well, this is my lifestyle, and I feel like I'm talking, you're not in the first grade. All of them going to say, yeah, when you out here, when you eating caviar and going on trips and riding Mercedes and pulling up and standing out for us, they all going to say that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you looking at Coochie and all, they all going to say, what they going to say? No. But when something was to happen and the real for all of that, that's when you separate them from the clowns. And you know right. This, and right. I know this.
That's right.
I don't been through it. You don't been through it. Okay. And when something was to happen because of whatever took place, that's when you really see males and females who built for what you had going on. A lot of them can't stand the test of time. I don't been through it. You don't been through it. This is not your first rodeo. It's not mine either.
Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right. So let me take that back.
You got some niggas that's cut, can bench press 400-500 pounds, walking around with guns in their cars and shoot a nigga right now. But get up on that wall or something, what the happen right now? Oh, I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't do it. And a foe.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
You got some niggas right now, when you get convicted, them niggas will have nothing to do with you. Won't send you shit, won't do nothing. Oh, that's messed up. Won't even put no money on your book, Ernest.
This is true. You're right.
Because of what you associated with. Well, my wife said I can't be around no shit like that. And then when you get out and get up in your face and start grinning, showing all them teeth, oh, I knew you had it in you all the while, buddy.
Yeah.
I think you're forgetting that part.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Everything you're saying, you're right. I just want you to.
I think whatever go, like I said before, I think she's under pressure. I do believe folks are in her ear, them girlfriends, mayors, Steve probably in her ear, Tommy probably in her ear. I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, this is where Dre
And she's
loses me. I'm
covering the
sorry, y'all. He lost me on that because, again, we're insulting this woman's intelligence by saying that there's no way that she could have thought this through. There's no way she could make a decision on her own. There's no way any of this could have happened without somebody, quote unquote, being in her ear. So this is where I get off the Dre train. I hope we all can let's just jump on off because he was doing good. He was doing good until he got to the somebody must be in her ear, and it must be this Steve must be. No. People can make decisions on their own. Speaking of making decisions on their own, Shelly C has been a member of the tribe for 3 months. Thank you, Shelly C, for being with us for a whole 3 months. Hopefully you'll be here till the wheels fall off, as Dre said. And Shelly C says, stop trying to make him feel good, Dre. He is bad. He is bad. And I think that it is kind of sad that the things that Dre is telling him are not like, ground shattering concepts. Dre is simply telling him that everybody ain't going to be able to hang with you the way that you think they should hang with you. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like I tell y'all, it seems like I'm saying the same thing every week. But if I am, forgive my, my redundancy. But it just seems like to me that if you're not built for jail or people being incarcerated or whatever, that's perfectly fine. That is not a measure of your integrity. That's not a measure of who you are as a person. Those are extreme situations. And it's not something that everyday average people go through. And Nesto can't get that through his thick woolite. Like look at the thickness of that hair, y'all. He can't get it through. Is this why he's stupid? Because things can't get through this kitchen? Is that why? Or do the thoughts leak out of the kitchen? Y'all tell me, because I don't know. I just don't know. But I think like this is where I get off the Dre train. But yeah, he was doing all right till he got there. Yeah, he was doing just fine until he got there. Dr. Charles says Dre thinks Shirley is foolish because she married Nesto. I think Shirley's foolish because she married Nesto. Ms. HLF said this is the dumbest conversation. It truly is. At the end of the day, when you think about it, it truly is. That girl said Nesto is not the only one who wanted Shirley's demise, but thank God for being faithful. Right. Exactly. Let's listen a little bit more. It's not that much left in this. This call was not very long.
Best that she can. Should she be there by you? Absolutely right. Because yes, she should. Okay. But look at what she got going on.
I got it.
You got to know. Here's the thing. What if you were facing 15? What if you were facing 20? What if your 10 parole month was 3 more years from now? But you ain't even got no time.
Right. That's right. You're right what you're saying.
It just happened to be a year on some bullshit that they're trying to find, which they're probably going to. You know just whatever I know. If they had a solid case, they would have had your ass on that bus going down to whatever, long time ago.
Spoiler alert, Dre, they got a pretty damn solid case. Will Wooten is pretty damn solid like a rock. Ashford and Simpson told me that a long time ago, and I ain't gonna lie, Dre. It's pretty solid. It's pretty damn solid. I'm just saying. Just sounds a little solid to me. Got how many? Was it 39, 35 counts? You got some bigamy going on? Yeah, Dre. I promise you, Dre, it's solid. It just in case you look, Lady T-Bug, it look solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. Miss Fine will say Wooten ready. Defense isn't. It's pretty solid now. Pretty solid. Nola Brown said he about to take that ride. He sure is, Nola Brown. He sure is. Extra AF says she fell for that fool and stayed so long, so maybe they think she had to have influence to wake up now. Yeah. But the idea that I got to be influenced in order to think what's best for me, it's still an insult. It's still an insult. Like, I don't know what's good for me. This relationship, this jail stuff, all this stuff is not good for me. And to think that somebody else had to tell me that, it's still an insult to her intelligence. I mean, Shirley's not stupid. I mean, granted, she don't know how to put money on the books, but apparently nobody does. But I'm gonna say that she's not stupid. You know what I mean? I think she can make decisions and figure out, like, this doesn't feel good. And again, actually, if we're talking about that today, we're talking about when is enough enough. And Shirley says she's had enough, you know? And yeah, I don't think that it takes all day to recognize sunshine, you know? EK Wooten said, let him cook. Absolutely. Absolutely. Golden Pearl, you know the song Solid. Solid as a rock. You look, Will Wooten, the matter of fact, I'm gonna write to Will Wooten and say that should be your intro music. Will Wooten need to have a DJ when he walk into the court for the trial. Okay. When he get ready to walk in, let the DJ start solid. Solid as a rock. That's what this case is. It's solid. It's solid, y'all. It ain't. I'm telling you. That boy ready. That boy ready. Sean Hoover gonna bust his pants the first day because this case so solid. He ain't gonna have nothing. Not nothing.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
So that let me know that it can't be serious, because when they indict you, they're trying to rush your ass out of there. They're trying to get you to go plead guilty so they can go and send you down the road and give you a real EFI number, whatever kind of number they got now. I don't even know.
Right.
Well, the
good thing about this is that you're not facing no serious time. You ain't got no 10, 15 years like it was 10 years ago when you and I met.
Right.
You'll sure enough go break. Then really, you gonna whatever gonna happen, whenever it happen, when you get out or whatever they're trying to come up with, I don't know. When they can't come up with it, they're probably gonna punish you and make you wait. They're doing that now. I got that.
Right. Okay.
So the people that's in your life, here's the benefit to you. Yeah, it was a temporary setback. I seen what I needed to see. I seen what I needed to see. They tarnished my reputation. They had me on the news. They tried to do everything to destroy me, but you don't have no 20 do 15. 50 do 20. Bring 75% of it, the time on all of this. I didn't kind of see Shirley then, but it's going to be a matter of time. You'll be able to rebound. You can't really be mad.
Right. Now
her daughter, Dara, all them folks that was at your wedding, all your so-called partners that put pictures with you out there in front of your shop, all them folks that helped you get cars and all of that, where they at? Have any of them called and checked to see how you were doing?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, I know this. Have any of them stopped by the shop and say, hey, Dre, I don't know how to do this. I know you and him real good friend. He gonna $400-500, man. Put this on his book, man. Tell him I love it. I did a lot of business with that boy. How many of them done that?
No. Ain't none of them done that.
None of them.
Nobody.
But you say I'm crazy. They say I'm hard when I act the way that I act, because I don't fuck with them when I get out. You got to be the same way.
Yeah.
Male and female. And if Sarah can't hang, if she got to go, if she got to get herself together, you have to respect that. It's easier said than done because I'm out here. But what you got going on and what you've been through, this not your first rodeo. Because when you bounce back out, I think the best thing you can do is handle your goddamn business and fly straight and move on and prosper. It'll kill her.
Yeah.
It will fucking kill her.
That's true. You're right.
You know the niggas gonna come back soon. You open up the shop and get some more barber shell. They gonna come in there with all the game in the world.
Poe Dre. Dre really believe what he's saying, y'all. Poe Dre. I feel bad for Dre because Dre actually believes that this dude is gonna get out and gonna bounce back to the point to where Shirley gonna be like, dang, I should have stuck with Nesto. Dang. Oh man, what I'm gonna do without Nesto? Lord have mercy. Mm. Whew, my life will never be the same without. This is what Dre actually think, y'all. Dre thinks that this is what's gonna happen. Shout out to Miss Boogie Down for the super chat for the solid as a rock entrance. Woo, woo, yeah, woo, going, man. Look, I wouldn't be surprised because we solid over here. What you got, Sean Hoover? Sean Hoover, all you got is some tight suits and some dreams. What you got? Because we solid over here. We don't even need the evidence from the car. We good. We good without it. We ready to go. Boy, that must have scared Sean Hoover to that must have scared him. When the idea that you said, okay, look, here is here's the evidence that we want to suppress. And Sean Hoover, like, okay, what else you got? That had to scare him. As a defense attorney, you ain't even intimidating the prosecution, but with your motion, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. This right here, this light work for Will Wooten. I promise. Shout out to my friend Joseph Bullard in the chat. Good to see you here, my friend. Glad that you are enjoying yourself here with the tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Lovejoy. Lovejoy. Oh, really, Dre? Yeah. 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 Black but not bitter says, I heard Hoover got a yeast infection from wearing those tight suits. That's disgusting, but probably true. Let's listen to some more.
Well,
Yeah.
James, all of them. Long as you doing good, them niggas would be your lieutenants. Where they at now?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Soon as somebody's off an opportunity, as soon as things don't go that way, them niggas go sell your plan to somebody else. They've been doing this.
Yeah, you're right. They have been doing this. Ain't that
Shirley's no different.
okay? I got it.
She's no different. She's your wife. When y'all sit down and have that talk, this is what I expected you to do. You got to, whatever the end result is, I hope y'all be together. I hope it work out. But you can't be mad. I don't think you can be mad with her and just despise her. I mean, I think she hung in there as long as she could with what she got going on. I really do.
Well, I ain't mad. That part I ain't.
You're a little disappointed. Or we want what we want when we in there. I wanted the same damn thing. I left cars and Cherokees and all kinds of stuff out there too. And motherfucker telling me who she gonna have in my car and all that. I was trying to hear all that. I was mad as hell. Okay. But what I learned, Ernie, was ain't a damn thing I can do in jail but get my blood pressure high, hang up that damn phone and go lay on that goddamn ball.
And we toss and turn the whole time.
And toss and turn the whole goddamn night. And guess what? Them folks talk all that shit, hang up the phone. Motherfucker, this, you ain't in here, you can do this. And as soon as you get out, they hear you out. Here they come, trying to give you some pussy, trying to see what's going on with you. You see again?
Yeah.
But you got to handle it like a gangster while you in there, handle like a true gentleman that you are. Okay, Shirley, all right, okay. She gonna come find you. Trust me, her and everybody else that you was involved with. Because you're free.
Yeah, this is true.
As soon as you put the Nesto stamp back on it, and everybody to know how you roll with the suit, the slacks, the cars, and whatever, the building and establishment and YouTube video, guess what? Here they come again, 10 times over.
10 times over. This is true.
10 times over.
So Dre, you left out the CP. You left out the theft by deception. You left out. So there were some things that you left out, Dre, that Nesto is kind of known for now. That people know him for. So you left out some stuff, Dre. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be like super critical about your analysis of Nesto. I'm not really trying to do that. Okay, so don't take it that way, Dre. Because somebody in the comments said that you probably listening on your way to Chicago. And I thought about that. I was like, you know what? Dre probably is listening on the way to Chicago. Shout out to Dre, everybody, for listening to the people that talk about his partner on a regular basis. So I will agree that, yes, people are going to know him for those things. But should he, by some miracle, get out of jail again, I think there's going to be more of a emphasis on the other stuff that I mentioned and not necessarily the stuff you mentioned. You see what I'm saying? Like, but shout out to Dre. Trina too said, hey Dre. She's Trina too is speaking to you, Dre. Yeah, so just so you know. Miss Beautiful One is here. Miss Is Beautiful One is here and says, hey chat, how you doing? I'm glad that you can make it in. But yeah, Dre. If you are listening indeed, and I do appreciate you listening, all the views count. Thank you. But yeah, your partner is gonna be known for more than just suits and slacks and stuff when he get out. If he were to get out, they're gonna be questioning about why he can't be around the family pet no more. That's gonna be a topic of conversation. April B is speaking to you, Dre, just so you know. I know you drive and you probably can't watch. So I just want you to know that these are the people that are speaking to you. He's no longer going to be known for suits and slacks and stuff, Dre. So, just so you know. Yeah.
Dion too.
Yeah, cause he pissed me off today. I said, man, look here, man.
Him too.
Yeah.
Him too.
Yeah. This is true.
You heard that lie he was about to tell. Talking about he told Dion, look here, man. He ain't told Dion, no, look here, man. Go on with that, Nesto.
I'm trying to be talking about I can't make it. I don't know this. It's hard out here for everybody. We do the best that we can. I ain't gonna cry to you about the problems that I got going on. Whatever that you need that I can do, that's what I got to do. I understand that. Whatever you need me to do. If you got to make these phone calls, I got to put $20, $40, $41 back on this account so you can call. And I'm making no fucking excuses.
See, okay, so
I got to call the folks and figure the shit out.
That's all.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm just trying to figure. That's all I was trying to say right there. That's all I was trying to say. That's it. You got it. You got it.
But if they don't want to do it, they ain't gonna do it. Nesto. Everybody ain't cut out like you.
Yeah.
Everybody can't make no moving trailer out to a moving mobile barber shop.
Okay. Oh, that's one.
And I think you want everybody to be like you. And we like that, especially when we don't put our money out. But everybody not like that.
Yeah. Now you know what? You know me though, boy. You sure know me, boy.
You know me.
Yeah. You know me.
And you know me. Niggas be talking that shit, trying to come up to you, because you know me.
Yeah.
I'm not cut with you like that. You can't go to my partner and talk to me behind my back and don't think he ain't gonna tell me. What the hell wrong with you?
Yeah, that's right.
And you can't come to me and talk about him, ask me what he's doing. He's doing what he do. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. You're right. Okay. All right. You're right. Yeah, everything you're saying.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't think you get this. I know it's been a long time, and I know you can't handle your business. You can't maneuver. You can't take care of your paperwork. You can't take your car. And that's the worst thing when you can't get nobody to handle your shit the way that you want to handle. I got that. Shit, get out and store it because it's not theirs.
Right.
And I know that. I know that's killing you because now I got to establish myself back over.
Super quick question, y'all. I know we almost finished with the call. What paperwork? What business? What paperwork and what business? Can anybody identify the paperwork and business that Dre is talking about? Dre, yo, I'm gonna drop the link, Dre. Look, click on the link in a minute when I drop it, and I really want to know what business and paperwork you talking about, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. Hey, Linda Gibbs, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what the business and the paperwork is. EK, thank you so much for the super chat. EK says, I think Dre, Hips, and Dion don't put money on his books because Hips, you call Lamont Hips. Okay. I think Dre, Hips, and Dion don't put money on his books because they really know he's guilty. They're not going to say anything disparaging on the phone. I think they don't put money on the books because they ain't got no money, EK. What you think about that idea? I don't think they got no money like that. I haven't seen it where where Lamont, or as you call him, Hips, got any money at all. I'm just saying, it just sounds like they talk about money, but I know Dion ain't got no money. I just don't think they put money on the books because they ain't got no money. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, it's possible that it's because they know he's guilty. And I think that they actually do, to your point, know that he's guilty. But I think that it has more to do with Dion struggling with trying to get whatever he's doing off the ground. And I think Dre and I think Lamont, I think they all think that it's a waste of money, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, if I know you getting out, then yeah, I probably wouldn't mind doing it. But I don't know. I just think that they broke. What you think about that, EK? I just think they broke. What you think? What y'all think? Y'all think he broke? y'all think EK said everybody got fired. I just think they broke. I mean, that's the simple thing. Yeah, no LeBron, Dre got bills. Yeah, he do. Miami Lady T said Dion be clowning Nesto, and I love it. I love it too. Anybody that clown Nesto is okay with me. I promise. Lady T said Dion is a high school dropout with a criminal history. He's struggling with them odd jobs. Yeah. I think by the time he paid what he has to pay bill wise, I really don't think he got money for his daddy. I don't think so. I mean, I'm just saying. Them folks say they won't give money because they all have been down this road with him too many times and they are broke. I think that too. So kind of like what I was saying with them folks, that they have seen that if they get this, just a waste of money. Like, this dude gonna be back in jail anyway. Like, it doesn't matter. So I think that has to do with it, and they're broke. And so I think it all can be true all at the same time. Like, for real. Let's get through this. We got like 4 minutes left.
Well, I got that. I've been there. I ain't talking about no book that I don't read. I get that. I know.
That's right.
I know. I went through the same thing twice and lost it and built back up.
That's right.
But you don't have no whole lot of time. You're not facing no 25. You ain't going to be gone no 15, 20 years. Your shit is temporary until these folks figure out what the hell's going on or what they going to goddamn do. And I'm surprised. They let them get away with it this long and ain't got no damn indictment or no evidence. I really am. Now that's just something that I don't know. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. And it ain't the only one in here like that. I am not the only one.
Right. It's messed up.
It is. It's a sad situation. Yeah. But I get it though. I'm not gonna take heed to everything you're saying. Yeah. My mind frame.
And Cheryl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to take you through that. You didn't deserve that. And I apologize. I wish you the best. I know I'm hard to say that, but I should have said the same thing to Camille, but I did. I was in my motherfucking feelings. I wanted revenge. Sit down somewhere, Dre. Let that go. You're gonna be all right, buddy. I wasn't trying to hear that. I felt like something was going on. This bitch gonna disrespect me. Then my wife. Fuck that. I need to know what's going on. I should have sent my ass down.
Okay.
But what I did do, looking back on it, I fucked it up because I took her to some places and I let her see some things that scared her that she had never seen.
Right. I got you.
Showing up, following her.
Right.
Where she got to call the police, threatening to whoop her ass, threatening to do this. I scared her. And I don't want you to do Shirley like that.
Okay, I got you. I ain't gonna do all that.
They not built like that. If they were from hood ranking, you can talk shit to and slap, and then they, oh daddy, I want you to spank me. Then they're not cut like that. And that's those.
No, they ain't cut like that. No, they're not at all. Not at all.
They're not built like that.
Not at all.
And then when you try to come back and tell them to trust you again, it'll be hard.
So that's what I was saying. You know, myself, shit, I'm gonna let them go where they have to go. Cause how you gonna trust a motherfucker like that? You got one out.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Thank God.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's basically what I was kind of saying. Is that
Yeah, but she don't know. I don't think she know. I don't think she know what she want to do. Because when you ask the question, and her response, what she's saying, she don't. When a motherfucker done, they done. No.
right? That's
Don't call me no goddamn mo. Nigga, I'm mad. I'm with you. You hear that kind of tone in their voice. I don't hear that in her voice.
Okay.
You trust me. You know when they done.
Yeah.
What you laughing at?
Because you're right. You don't hear all points. You hear every fucking goddamn square footage of the building. Yeah, absolutely right.
I'm sorry, what?
And yeah, like,
Every square footage of the building? Wait, what? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What now? Every what now, Nesco? Damn you dumb. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
you trust me. You know when they done.
Yeah.
What you laughing at?
Because you're right. You don't hear all points. You hear every fucking goddamn square footage of the building. Yeah,
Every
absolutely right.
square footage. Is that a saying? Okay, I know I ask y'all this all the time. Is anybody situated anywhere in the United States where that's something that you say? You hit every square footage of the building. Anybody? 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 Bueller? Anybody? Square foot. Okay, Lovejoy said nope. Okay. All right. So you ain't never heard nobody say you hit every square footage. Okay, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Okay. All right. Square footage of the building. Okay. Leo lady, I don't know everything. And I know that there are people, like my audience goes all over the United States and even overseas some places. And I know that there's different sayings that are regional. Anybody ever heard of you hit every square footage of the like you ever be at work and you say something and your boss like you right, you hit every square footage of the building. Okay, Salt and Pepper Trust to say no. Okay, all right. All right. Okay, Trina 2 said no. Okay, all right. I'm just checking. All right. DC Lively said they got that from the Timu Elementary School. Okay, all right. I didn't know where it came from. Okay, thank you.
And you act like you don't goddamn get it. I mean, you act like you just this your first time. Like you don't get it.
That's my first time I've been sitting in no kind of jail for a fucking year. I kind of jail now. You know.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Thank you for
And they're
watching.
done.
Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
They're done. Oh boy. All right, y'all. We did it. We made it through. Okay. Shout out to phone calls from prison, Shay and her husband, who provide us with this great material that we talk about, laugh at, and discuss. It's absolutely because of Shay that we are able to have this good time every single Sunday at 1:30. Now, I am going to I'm gonna drop the link. So what we're talking about here, folks, what we're talking about is when is enough enough? When is enough enough? What I want you all to do, if anybody decides to come up, if nobody wants to come up, then we're done, But if you want to come up, you want to talk about it. What was the breaking point for you? When was your enough is enough moment? Let's talk about it. Because I can tell you mine, like I can tell you mine. I had one with my ex. I was like I'm gonna tell you something. When my ex told me that this is as good as the relationship is gonna get, when she told me that it wasn't getting no better than what it was right then, yeah, y'all. I was I was done. And I think because at that moment, I felt like I was the only one putting in any effort, right? I was the only one putting in any effort. And so that being the case, I did want more. I did want it to get better. But it was something about her telling me at that moment that it wasn't going to, I'm not going to make any more effort than what I'm making right now. It was then, folks. Extra AF, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. I have been, again, like I said, and this is why I'm talking about it, because yeah, it happened to Shirley. She stayed too long, but I think it's happened to all of us. And this is a 4-year off and on relationship that should have in all reality been 6 months at the most. Looking back on it, wishing that I had made a different decision. You know what I mean? So again, we talk about Shirley Strawberry because this is the material that's in front of us. But in all reality, I think we've been through it all. April B, it's okay. It happened a while ago, a very long while ago. But I'm gonna tell you what, that moment in that conversation will always like stand out to me as being like one of those things where I felt like she was saying that I was not worth the effort. Now, what that did was it made me reflect on who I am. And it made me say, no, you're wrong. I am worth the effort. I am enough. And I do deserve better. So that was what came out of it. It was a growth moment for me, to be in a situation. April B, I don't know now. I don't remember when let me think. January, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Trust me when I tell you, it's so far out of my mind, I ain't thought no more about it. But on this Sunday, I have my friend Miss Boogie Down that I'm gonna bring to the stage to see what Miss Boogie Down has to say. Hello, Miss Boogie Down. How are you?
How you doing, family?
I am doing well. It is Sunday, and it is, I don't know what the weather doing outside. It's kind of that if you grab the wrong jacket, you're gonna regret it kind of weather.
Well, you took me through my ride through. I had to step into the office briefly, so it's not bad, but it's just a little cloudy out there. I have to ride through Atlanta as well, so
Okay.
it's not too bad. The weather is decent. It's just weary looking, if you will.
Right. Gotcha.
It was a couple of points where I literally was just looking. I think one of the things, first and foremost, I love the topic, but I think what we do as men, and now as women, and now I see men do too, the bad advice. When she told him she was done, we knew Dre was ear hustling, right? Because Dre claimed the phone was on mute, but then he recited literally verbatim what Shirley said. Okay, fine. They on your phone, you can do and say whatever you need to do and say. I ain't mad at Dre.
Right.
But what I think is, he said he wanted to get a divorce from his wife. Dre should have minded his business. Let him get said divorce from his wife. You sitting up here saying, well, no, that's not what she said, and you need to hang in there. It's the bad advice that bothers me. I've been the bad advice giver. I've been a bad advice receiver. And what I've learned in my big old age, and they are older than what I was at the time that I learned it, was that sometimes you just got to let your friends vent, let them say they're going to do whatever they're going to do, and then call it a day. And that's all you can do. But the mere fact that he was like basically saying that's not what she said, and you still got a chance, and you can come out and step out, and that's not anything that I gathered from Shirley. And even if she did have somebody in her ear, the mere fact that this woman is 10 years Nesto's immature senior, it bothers the hell out of me that this dude not only doesn't get a clue, but then he's surrounded by bad actors who give him very bad advice. Granted, I had moments where I was Team Dre, and on this call for the most part as well, like you, I was Team Dre. My biggest issue is the bad advice though, because you're telling him to hang in there or whatever have you, and then for what? If she says she's done and he came to the conclusion he's done, these are two grown people in their relationship, let them figure it out. Because clearly we could tell that at that moment, obviously, she's working on emotions. She's trying to figure things out. We all heard what she said. She just basically wasn't telling him what he wanted to hear, because he
Right.
was like, you would be like, oh, baby, you could come home. And then you wasn't hearing that from her, because at that moment, she didn't know if that's really what she wanted to say. And
Mhm.
so therefore, your pride got in the way. Now you calling your boy because he heard the conversation and you knew he heard it. And
Mhm.
then you gonna sit up here and talk the crap you gonna talk. And then for Dre to be like, I commend you because you could have went off. No, he couldn't have went off. You a whole grown man that got married on your 50th birthday to
Mhm.
a 59 going on 60-year-old woman.
Right.
And you should, or like she said, now that part I agree with. All of this should be past you. But okay, if you got some stuff that crept up in the past and whatever have you, that's fine. But I think once all of these charges started getting revealed to her
Mhm.
and stuff, she really seen like this is not only not part of his past, but this is not part of the future that I want with the person that I plan to grow old with and leave this earth with. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Right.
But
Right.
so it's a whole lot of when do you give? I don't know, because I really think that him being over 50 and
Mhm.
me at this age in my life being 51, if I'm
Mhm.
married to somebody who's in their 40s or 50s and heaven forbid 60s,
Mhm.
and this is what you do,
Mhm.
it's one thing to be able to forgive somebody and be like, okay, you know, you had a past. We all made mistakes. And unfortunately, like you were saying much earlier, some things follow Black folks, especially Black men, a little bit longer than it should. We're
Mhm.
more forgiving of white people. You look at Robert Downey Jr.
Mhm.
and his career versus a Todd Bridges. Both of them
Mhm.
were addicts. And both of them very talented. You don't see Todd Bridges in anything, but yet we done had Robert Downey Jr. make the comeback of a lifetime. Both
Um,
junkies and all other kinds of stuff, you know. So it's a lot when you're looking at all of these sectors. And I get it that there are some things that probably do fall through the cracks, but for him to try to associate himself with people who are wrongfully convicted, no, you're sitting in there, indictment or not, because you allegedly, as we got to use those words, allegedly committed crimes that you know you committed. You
Mhm.
stole from those women. You deceived them and told them you was going to do one thing and you did something else with the money. It's evident. And then you're lying about a car. If you paid off that $200,000 car, why
Right.
did they repo it while she was getting her hair done?
Right.
You can't repo what I paid off. It's like taking my degree back. I done already graduated from college. You can't get that back from me. You may
So
not hire me for a job, but you can't get it back.
let me ask you this, Ms. Boogie. Let me ask you this. So as we talk about this, what was your have you ever had enough is enough moment where it just snapped in your
Absolutely.
head? What was that moment
Absolutely.
for you?
I had what you call it, a very long-term relationship
Mhm.
where I met the person. He was going through a divorce, been there, done that myself. So I don't judge, right?
Mhm.
Some people come out of it, you know, flowers, and sometimes y'all do get the raw end of it. But then I started to see some things in this 3-year relationship that I was in
Mhm.
where everything was always his ex-wife's fault. And then
Mhm.
I started to notice some things. Quick example, may get me arrested. And God forbid, I hope I don't be like Nesto. Y'all come
Lord.
get me. I got
Lord.
y'all. I got money.
Lord.
Promise. But
Lord. Okay.
I put this man on my insurance or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
And the first 2 months, you're zelling me 5 days before the insurance is due. Then we go a month, you missed a month. Then we go, you missed 2 months.
Mm-mm.
Then when you come back, you pay. Now you're on the 3rd month. You pay me for the back month that you owe me, but there's still the current month and then the other month that you missed. You see where I'm going with this?
Mhm. Sure do. Sure do.
Went through this for about a year. In my big age, I was already at this point in my mid to late 40s. So, you know, I was like, you know what? Send a text or whatever. Because now I notice we're not going out. You're not really showing up. You got excuses. You can't come to my crib. I can't come to yours. I was just like, enough is enough. But it took me. So we were in a relationship for a little over a year before I did that. And it took me having him on my insurance for not 1 year, but almost a year and a half
Wow.
of just bad payments. To date, I'm still owed probably about a good $500, but I'm gonna
Jeez.
take that L, Native. I'm
Right.
gonna own it. I'm gonna walk forward with it, because you know what? I should have known better. I
Right.
do know better. I've
Gotcha.
had better. I got a dad and I got two grown brothers who are married, who know how to take care of their business. It's not like I haven't been around men, or I'm one of these people who, is looking for love in all the wrong places.
Mhm.
No, it's just, it was a bad decision, but it took me maybe a year and a half of that. And then I still, like an idiot, stayed with the dude for about another 4 or 5 months till enough was enough. So in
Mm.
total, we're talking a little over 3 years
Mhm.
and a year and a half worth of me paying basically for your truck that I'm not even driving. I got my own, but I'm
Mhm.
paying for both of ours or whatever have you. And then I started to see, when he was making certain complaints, and I had my Sonia moments where I didn't verbally say anything, but in my
Mhm.
mind, I'm sitting up here like, oh, why is she giving him such a hard time? No, mind your business, because that man, he got exactly what he deserved from that woman. Because if he did it to me, I can't imagine. In his case, he had been married for about 13, 14 years. I can't imagine during that marriage how many times you said you were going to do something and you did not commit to doing what you said you were going to do.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
I
So
do.
I just, and I think it's because and I wasn't a per se, I had been out of my marriage at that point, maybe for about 2 years when I met him. So I
Mhm.
definitely was lonely for companionship.
Sure.
Very good looking guy. I got caught with that. Thank God, no criminal past like this dude. I don't know if I could have been with a Nesto, but
Right.
I've been with a Nesto relative,
Okay.
if you
Nesto
will.
adjacent. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? He
Yeah.
may not have been a brother, but he definitely was like in the third, fourth cousin family realm. You know
Mhm.
what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
nonsense, the
Mhm.
whole, oh man, I left my wallet back at the house. We
Yeah.
out eating and
Yeah.
I paid the bill. Yeah, I got that. That happened to me. I'm never too grown to own that. That happened. That was my story. And I went
Gotcha.
along with this, like I said, the first few months, and this is how they get you, at least in
Mhm.
my case, and this is what I think for sure. The first few months, you think you got a rock star.
Mhm.
You think you got a rock star. You know what I mean? And then it's just like as the stuff starts collapsing, I have a demanding job. So you caught me during a season where I really wasn't on my grind and I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that, wow, I'm paying a lot.
Mhm.
I'm doing a lot of every time we go somewhere and do things, it's really coming from me. But me having this independent, I don't want to beat a man in his head for his pockets. I don't walk anywhere without money. If I don't got it, I stay home.
Mhm.
So it's just like, in your mind as a woman, especially as a single Black woman of a mature age, you get in this whole, well, I could pay for it. It doesn't bother me or whatever have you. No, and I got classy gifts. When he did give gifts, they were classy gifts. So that's how they reel you. So in her
Mhm.
case, she got a G-Wagon. I got like some crystal vase set with like champagne glasses. I'm looking and like people don't give those, people these types of gifts, these good quality crystals. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And I'm like looking and stuff like that. He's a cognac man. I personally like Crown Apple. I'm like in that family, but brought the nice glasses for us to just sit out by the fire pit and just,
Mhm.
he's a cigar smoker. I just love the smell of it, and we're sitting
That
there,
was
you
that was
got
like
me.
your G-Wagon. The
Right.
cognac glasses was like your G-Wagon to get you reeled in. Yeah.
There you go. I
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And my defenses was down,
Right.
but I didn't. And then you start getting the questions, and this is where I don't know when Shirley's senses didn't kick in, because my radar started to go, okay, you already got me with the insurance, but then it was just like, oh, can you help me co-sign for this? I don't co-sign for anybody. I draw the line at that. Had a
Mhm.
very bad experience with a sibling. We didn't speak for 8.5 years. That was my blood. If I need a kidney, if that one needs a kidney, that was my blood. Never again. So I'm glad I learned that very early on. But I just seen like, yo, you're a swindler. Like, this is what you did, and this is probably what you did in your marriage. This woman, he admittedly, like, she made more than him. So she probably took care of the mortgage and you took care of the little bills. And I'm okay with that if that's what your dynamic and your relationship calls for. I'm not this person making six figures and my man is barely making like 60 grand and I expect him to cover everything. I'm not that type of woman. It doesn't sound like Shirley is either. I'm more with the intelligent conversations, the compatibility, being able to go out and be seen together and just have somebody that I not only love, but I can enjoy as a friend. And that's how they get you. But then it's just like, I just, after 3 years, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was embarrassed for myself. I literally came out of this situation about 2023 and I was early 2023 and I'm not going back. It's enough.
Well, Ms. Boogie Down, I got Sanders RN coming up. Thank you for your insight. You always have such insightful conversation.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate your channel, the community. We the bomb. We the bomb.
We the tribe. We the tribe. We the old fire over here. You better tell somebody.
I have told a lot of people.
Thank you for coming up, Ms. Boogie Down. I do appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you, and you have a good one.
You do the same. Sanders RN, before I get to you, I thank you for holding on for me. But before I go on, let me acknowledge EK's super chat. She says, bigger pick, we need to discuss why some women will accept trash men just to have one. That is a very good topic that we need to discuss. I think like that's like the first part of the conversation, because I think like when we get to this part that we're at right now, which is now that you realize he's trash, why do you stay with them? That's the thing. But thank you so much for the super chat, EK. I do appreciate you supporting the channel. Sanders RN, what say you?
Hey, good. Hello, Native. How are you? Hey,
I am
Native.
good. How are
How
you?
you guys doing? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, perfect. Once again, happy Sunday, fam. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. It's kind of cloudy and rainy, but I'm inside Christmas decorating and living my life.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you for this topic. I wasn't going to get up. I wasn't going to say anything. I'm kind of a private person. But I've realized in the last couple of years that being open and expressing myself not only kind of helps me debrief, but it also helps someone else. So I'm going to keep it short and cute and allow us to continue with our day.
Okay.
So I knew my enough was enough when the person that I was with for a period of time, I was young, very spoiled, very entitled. I'm the only girl in a slew of males. And I felt like I had to always be the giver naturally. All my professions have been in places where I've been like the caretaker or the mother in place of another, in a sense, as an educator, now as a nurse. I'm always in the giving role. So naturally, that's the role I take in relationships, just because that's where I know, that's what I know, that's what I feel, that's what I've done, even as an older sister, excuse me, even as an older sister or older cousin, it's just been a natural fit for me. So I was in a relationship with a person, and the person was sweet, nice, everything I thought I wanted. Like if I gave my physical list of things that have to be on this person's body, it fit to a T. I grew up in a football family. All the men played football, and this person did as well. So for me, it was like a natural fit, but then something started happening where I felt like I was walking on eggshells, and I didn't understand why. I felt as though something was wrong with me. I'm the spoiled one, and I'm not able to give because I'm so used to having my needs met by other people or having the attention centered on me. Come to find out in a discussion with their family, this person was bipolar. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I know what bipolar looks like. I work with kids that have bipolar,
Yeah.
so it's like I couldn't see it because I was just so close
Mhm.
to the relationship, I would say. And so this person just slowly just started saying things in which I knew there was a mental condition. And I knew it was enough for me when I heard this person say, I'm not going to get help. I'm not going to take medication. And
Mm.
I knew that was not a life that I wanted to live. That was
Mhm.
not a place in which I felt comfortable. Um, I also knew that for me, in order to grow, I had to leave this person behind
Mm.
because they did not feel comfortable with my
Mhm.
success.
Okay.
I'm a goal I was a goal champion. I'm always setting goals. I'm always trying to crush goals. That's
Mhm.
just my. And so this person never did that. So they saw my success as their weakness. And I could not allow that. I wanted to soar. And
Mm.
I have never felt my wings be heavier ever before than when I was with this person. Now my wings are light and I can fly high and I can
Mm.
achieve dreams and I have a great support system, always had a great support system. And they always tried to tell me, is this really what you want? Is this the best that you feel like you can do? And it
Mhm.
was never, yes, this is the best I can do. It wasn't even, I was afraid to let this person go. The
Mhm.
nurturer in me said, if I let this person go, will it be my fault if they don't succeed? I was young.
Mm.
I
Okay.
mean, I was like in my early 20s. So in my mind, that's what I'm supposed to do. I saw my mom and dad. My mom is a nurturer, she's a nurse. So I saw her, care for my dad or my brothers, or I saw my aunts doing the same thing, or my grandmothers, they've had long, successful marriages. So for me, it was like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a girlfriend, and
Mhm.
I'm supposed to be this person's champion, and I'm supposed to motivate them. I'm supposed to pray, not using Job, but use scriptures as motivation.
Right.
And I just could not seem to get through. And once I realized, I am enough on my own.
Mhm.
I am strong on my own. I am beautiful on my own.
Right.
And when you can stand in that and you can let things go and not have fear hold you back, fear does not hold me back at all
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
I embrace fear, like naturally embrace it. And it's like, even if I go to work, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this case that's going to be very, very serious. I'm going to have to give these babies all these medications. And in that moment, that fear comes, and I immediately say, I can do this. I will
Mhm.
not let fear weaken and cheapen my status.
Love it.
Um, so it's a process. So for anybody that's feeling as though a person has a mental disability, because mine is a little unique, I would say it's okay to let them go because you cannot stand in that and feel comfortable. You cannot stand in that and feel as though you are helping them. You are hindering them because they have to see for themselves that there is a problem in which they need to get care for. And they may never get care. They may never.
Mhm.
And you have to ask yourself, am I willing to live my whole life knowing that they will never love me the way they love themselves? Because they don't love themselves. If you
Yeah.
did, you would say, okay, I need help. I need to seek some therapy. I need to seek
Mhm.
some assistance. So to make this short and sweet, once again, um, that was my I know I'm done
Okay.
because this person would not get help. And walking on eggshells, I don't know if anyone has have felt that. It is not, it's like hell, because one wrong turn and there's an explosion in your face. So
Right.
that's all. Thank you so
Um,
much.
let me ask you this before you go.
Yes.
So when we went over the call
Mhm.
where basically because I'm listening to what you're saying and it kind of reminds me of what um Lamont was saying about Nesto being in Shirley's life and how some kind of way she's the talent, but she needed him to be able to be great because she has the talent and doesn't know what to do with it, which made no sense. But I listened to what you're saying, and it kind of reminds me of that. So when you heard that, what did you think of that comment? Just I'm just curious as to what you thought about what he
I
had to
I,
say about
I
that.
didn't really think much of it, only because I'm sure Nesto was the first of a kind for Shirley,
Hmm.
um, in a sense that he is. I don't like saying people beneath you because no one's beneath you, right? We all are
Hmm.
humanity.
Right.
We all embrace it. But there are some people that we just can't let in our lives just because
Hmm.
they're not walking on the same um, level of influence, of dimension, mentality, capabilities. It's just like there's
Hmm.
just some people you just don't need to necessarily have in your intimate circle.
Right.
And I felt like for her, he was her enigma. It was someone that she was attracted to because he was just so different.
Hmm.
He saw the world differently than she did. And I felt like maybe she thought she needed to be taken down in a sense, in the fact that I love nice things. And this is Shirley, right? I
Hmm.
really like nice things. I really want nice things. I'm going to buy these expensive things for myself.
Hmm.
And she does, and she did, but she ended up in financial trouble. So she felt like maybe if I get with someone that is not as affluent as I am, that they will kind of humble me and make me see or cause me to see that the world can still be beautiful without buying expensive things.
Gotcha.
And when you've kind of known that life of
Hmm.
being spoiled or entitled or buying what you want, and now you have to think twice about it, maybe she felt as though that was her humbling moment. I don't know how to put it in words. But I can just say I didn't think much about it because there was no way. There's no way that I,
Yeah.
I would ever be in a situation like that. Not
Right.
in this age and this time frame in 2024, 2025, and going on further. Um, just
Yeah.
because you know more and you've grown and you're listening. You learn from the mistakes to listen to those that are around you because they can see what you can't see, and there's
Correct.
nothing wrong with that.
Correct. Correct. Wow. Great perspective. Thank you so much for sharing, Sanders RN. And hopefully between Ms. Boogie Down and your experience and you all sharing with us, somebody listening that might be on the brink of trying to figure out what to do in their own situation can make an informed decision based on what you all have said. So thank you for your contribution to the conversation. I do appreciate you.
Thank you. And my last word: mental health is real. Take care of
Right.
yourselves during this time period and during this season, most indeed. Don't allow those that are trying to come back in during this season to come back because this is a time period.
Mhm.
Um, just because it's a time period and
Right.
they know you have a soft side.
Right. Right.
Well, thank
Right.
you so
Exactly.
much. You guys have a great Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Nazarian, thank you so much for being here and contributing. I do appreciate you so much. All righty, y'all. I'm done. Y'all done gave me 3 hours of your day, and I appreciate that. Hopefully, like I said before, this conversation, this subject matter is helping someone that is in a tough spot. If you know somebody that's in a tough spot, they don't have to listen to the whole thing. You can fast forward just to this conversation right here, to kind of give some insights on what people have been through. Like I said, I don't mind sharing my experiences. I done did some dumb stuff in relationship, and I'm a guy, so it's not just women being weak. It's not just whatever. We as men, we make bad decisions in relationships too, and we stay too long as well. So it happens on both sides, and it's a good conversation to have. There's a lot of things that we can learn from this Nesto, Shirley Strawberry saga, whether it's about mental health, whether it's about red flags in relationships. There's just a lot that we can take out of this, and along with the laughs and along with the comedy, we can also learn a lot that we can apply to our own lives. So love the conversation, love my tribe. This has been a good Sunday, a good strawberry Sunday. I will catch you all tomorrow, where I'll do it on Monday. Okay. We will reconvene tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I keep forgetting to say Eastern time. I forget that everybody isn't over here on the East Coast. But I hope to see you all then. And then of course it'll be Tribe Tuesday again. So thank you all for hanging with me during your week, sharing your time with me, supporting the channel. You know, Sanders RN told us that she realized that she was enough. Now, I want to let everybody within the sound of my voice know that you too are enough. Whether you have your face showing or whether you have something else as your avatar, you are beautiful, you are loved, and you are blessed. And there isn't anything anybody can do about it, not even you. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you to my mods. Thank you for everybody that hung out with me on this Sunday. I will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. where we will continue our great conversation and our great community. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your Sunday.